You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
No time to compromise. No nonsense time to call this time. They say could we love them songs you don't sing. You are indeed a guy so king, but you must compromise. Compromise. If you want to reach in this savannah and drive away with the motor car, compromise. Compromise. Boy, each year your lyrics always strong. This year your have to tone down. Look, you're much too young for them kind of songs you just sing. Good boy, you'll end up in trouble. You just offend certain people. If you're not careful, they're going to do you a thing. But I just get that egg in my tooth. I could never compromise with the truth. I will show no fear. This is the position that I declare. Tell them I'm talking the truth. Nothing but the truth. Men who should be locked up in Carrera, they offer in police helicopter. Drug barons walking out with guns cut free. That's the example the law set for we. I'm talking the truth. Tell them nothing but the truth. Listen. Friends, we have some trade union leaders that fighting for the poor man, but they driving fancy motor cars that worth over $250,000. And Trinbago still waiting for an apology for the racial statements that were made by that Shogunas MP. And I show all the people would like to know how come they left out the mighty shadow. The whole nation all show me a compromising at all no. Tell everybody I'm gonna be charming, oh God, I'm not compromising. I think I'll tell them I'm gonna be charming. I think I'm not compromising. Charming time. Crime rate escalating in this country. Yet some are opposing the death penalty. Compromise. Compromise. For protection we have bulldogs without teeth. So bandits making mass on the streets. Compromise. Compromise. We adopting all foreign cultures that poison we sons and daughters. Every day we waking to CNN and Good Morning America. If that's what you call compromising, it's better we start realizing that those are the things that we don't see on Oprah. Losing between the identity, Americanizing the whole country. All we visit here is the Statue of Liberty. So tell them I'm talking and if you don't dance, nothing but the truth. On with TV is only sex and violence. So the children have Rambo and condom sense. Some parents couples have no food in it, but the children want in the latest outfits. I'm talking the truth. I said to tell them nothing but the truth. Listen. Children dropping out of school to line on the block. But tell me what you expect when every day they have to be traveling in a mobile discotheque. And some of the songs on the radio fit for the sesame that telling me moo like a cow, white like a dog, a snake and a rabbit. Oh God, I think that they're taking the show too far. That's a direct insult on the soca. Look, my brothers crawl, but I ain't compromising at all. No, sing the chorus. I'm gonna be charming, I'm very tell them. Not compromising, I'm very tell them. I'm gonna be charming, I'm very tell them. Not compromising, charming time. After 21 years, we ain't have a cent. We may soon have to privatize government. Compromise. Compromise. We shout independence whole, but if the Yankees sneeze, we get in the hole. Compromise. Compromise. Now I hear we Prime Minister planning. Yes, it is he proposing a Guyanese Bajan Treaty Federation. Well, although I regret to say it, I'm sure all you know it's no secret. Right now, Trinidad, can you unite with Patagonians? I would like to see my Caribbean dream become more than one cricket team, but my utmost thirst is to get loyalty and people. So tell them I don't get the truth. Nothing but the truth. Parliament is looking like a divorce court or a place where a boxing bout can be fought. The way our leaders behave in there, they should move Parliament into Woodford Square. I talk in the truth. I'm going to tell them nothing but the truth. Listen, Shabba never attacked Kusubantan, and reggae music is on the floor. I never expected King Sparrow was to hit Kitty that blow. But when I'm at all, who are best, so yeah, let them hear, cause I can't. Cause I'm in a standing, but no one sided up, yeah. Oh no, it's either the system toss me a tail, but man can rest for the tip of tail. I'll shake my head ball, but I ain't compromising at all no. Swing the chorus, I will be jamming. I'm not compromising. I will be jamming. I'm not compromising. Jamming time. Michael Hercules and Roger Warner was slaughtered like mannequins and corners. Compromise. Compromise. The way the mafia operating, it's not safe to even witness a wedding. Compromise. Compromise. Now I hear some people crying. They say how he had from dying. Cause the youth don't support Calypso at all. But when the youth try experimenting, they say it's not Kaisos we singing. Some even claim that we trying to destroy the thing. Tradition is good, I know that is true, but nothing wrong with trying out something new. Cause it's only so that the art form will really grow. So tell them I can't break the truth, I really don't know. Nothing like the truth. $1 million to fix a kitchen, while 4 people eating out the spit. I consider that a criminal offense. Them fellas raping the intelligence. I talk in the truth. I said to tell them nothing but the truth. Listen, look this Scotland Yard report posted about how many sharks they caught. And up to this blessed day, the public can't even taste the fish fraud. Corruption and fraud, look at jamming this country hard. Violence in them schools, it's a situation so sad. I'm not criticizing for criticizing's sake. What you better up, my country's at stake. Tell Peter and Paul that I won't be compromising at all, no. I'll never tell them I will be jamming. I feel I'm not compromising. I'll never tell them I will be jamming. I'm not compromising. Right now, what's I'm not providing water, but the rain's getting higher and higher. So tell them I'm gonna be jamming. I'm not compromising. All who even the children and jobs somewhere to go away and live on welfare. Tell them I'm gonna be jamming. I'm not compromising. Racialism of people living in fear. Martin Luther's dream is now a nightmare. So tell them I'm gonna be jamming. I'm not compromising. All of them who crying out integration, but they oppose them globalization. Tell them I'm gonna be jamming. I said to tell them I'm not compromising. I said to tell them I'm gonna be jamming. Thank you. I'm not compromising.
Only two things are forever.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate. Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
There are only two animals on the planet that the Creator identified himself with. The first one is the eagle. The eagle. And the second animal is the lion. And when I identified those two animals as his favorite to identify himself with, I recognized I better study these two animals, because if he is the leader of the universe and I want to be a leader on earth, I better find out the nature of these animals and also the attitude of these animals. And I discovered that both of them are the kings of their domain. The eagle is the king of the bird kingdom, and the lion is the king of the animal kingdom. But let's talk a little bit about the lion. The lion has what I call the spirit of leadership. And this word spirit here is referring to attitude. Everybody say attitude. A leader has an attitude that makes him or her different from followers. Now, the lion is the king of the jungle, but the lion to me is a great source of encouragement to all of us. I want you to write this down. Remember this as long as you live. Number one, the lion is not the tallest animal in the jungle. Number two, the lion is not the largest animal in the jungle. Number three, the lion is not the heaviest animal in the jungle. Number four, the lion is not the smartest animal or the most intelligent animal in the jungle. And yet, when he shows up, they all run away. Well, here's one of my favorite quotes that I put in my books, and I believe it really brings home the point. An army of sheep led by a lion will always defeat an army of lions led by a sheep? And the answers to that dilemma is this: because leadership can transform cowards into violent warriors. The right kind of leadership can transform a timid into bold people who are fearless. Leadership is that powerful. Leadership can walk into a camp of depressed people, and in 20 minutes they are turned on into unbelievable, powerful armies. Because leadership determines everything. The lion is the king of the jungle because of one word: attitude. Everybody say attitude. Write it down. Attitude. The lion has a different attitude that makes every animal afraid of him. Now, we don't want to lead by fear, but it does take respect for you to become a leader. When I use the word fear in the jungle, we're talking about respect. The elephant respects the lion. The hyenas respect the lion. The giraffes, they respect the lion. What makes these massive animals respect such a small cat? The attitude is different. A lion will see an elephant, and the thing that comes to his mind, one word: lunch. I can eat this thing. And he acts the way he thinks. Now here's another amazing mystery. The elephant is larger, bigger, stronger, more powerful, heavier, and more intelligent. And yet when the elephant sees the lion, one word comes to mind: eater. Attitude is a product of belief. You cannot have an attitude beyond your belief. So your attitude comes from your belief system. The lion is the king because of what he believes about himself.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Wow, boy, I didn't people here and people don't want to come in, boy. Yeah, from 7 to 10 p.m. Of course, folks, we have with us no other than E. Marshall Tommy Nisbet, the Commissioner of Newark. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening to everyone in the village.
How are you going, Tommy?
Very good, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, well, you know, the lion and eagle, boy. Lion and eagle. Which type of altitude you have? Lion and eagle, lion and eagle. You know?
That's right.
Yeah, lion and eagle. And let me say welcome to no other than the TNT, Gary Mahabir, the Phantom, boy. The one and only Phantom out of Trinidad and Tobago, boy.
Good evening, how everybody's doing tonight.
Everybody's everybody, man.
Everybody's everybody. Before we go on, I don't know if you saw my message earlier. Mr. Indarsingh could not make it.
Yeah. I saw it.
Just wanted to make sure that was clear. Okay.
Right, yeah. And no other than we leaving the person, no other than she's gonna be just with her avatar tonight. No other than Diana, Benskin, Waveney, Stormy, the Storm, the Bajan, McDonald, boy.
There's a hole in the bucket. There lies a There's a hole in the bucket. There lies a hole.
But all you know your name is not Bajan.
There's a hole in the bucket. There lies a There's a hole in the bucket. There lies a hole.
We'll mend it with Benskin.
Eh. Oh, Lord have his mercy, man. Lord have his mercy. I tell
All
you, man.
kind of thing going on. Ladies and gentlemen, as the storm is feeling a bit under the weather. It is really cold, and my herniated disc has flared up again. So I have to be in this awkward position with a heated apparatus under my back per the doctor's orders. So y'all can't see me laying down, but I am participating. I'm in dreadful pain, dreadful pain.
Yeah, no,
I
don't
mean,
worry.
can you tell Winter to go away, and Slim? Just
Storm,
go now,
don't worry.
huh?
Stormy will come and breathe on you and it'll go away.
Just go now. Gary, can you tell Winter to go?
Yeah.
Huh? It's so
I,
cold.
I love the winter. I love the winter.
Oh
You know,
You like
God.
winter, right?
and
Gary,
you
you
know
like winter? You
what's
serious?
funny? While one end is in pain in one way, another end is in pain in another way. I was looking at the BBC, and I saw India is talking about having some brutal heat.
Hmm.
Man, with Canada cold. Hey, Albert Montano, keep all your coal up there now.
Hmm.
Oh God, boy, just blowing and coming here and staying in Connecticut.
Hmm.
Jeez. Whew.
Global
You know,
warming.
let me say something, eh? For the first time, I think in a long time, a long, long, long time, when we make an announcement, it's always the is it estrogen? Is estrogen as opposed to testosterone?
Go
You know that?
ahead. Let me hear where you're going.
Okay. The testosterone finally appear in the village.
Yeah.
Finally. And
Mm.
my partner fish stick boy come first and second today. I think first, second, and third.
Mm.
The man he say finally, it looked like he had a WZYE app. He had that coming soon. He had a WZYE app.
Where
He
he
had the
eats
phone.
some wheat germ. That's where he coming first.
No, he had the phone in his pocket. And as soon as the thing come through, it buzz. Yeah, it vibrate. You know?
Well, Albert, I took Stormy to the vet today to get his last shot. So I had to go outside. Had
Yeah.
to go outside. Man, out there, let me tell you, boy, no matter where you put on, that cold air finds you. Finds you, the
Yeah.
bone, the thing that hurting, and go and sit there. Whew.
Yeah. Fish stick boy, you finally broke the jinx, boy. You
Mm,
finally, boy.
mm.
All we need to know is break the jinx in Trinidad and Tobago because every day something new happening. Eh? Let me just give you some breaking news here.
Hold on.
No,
Dr.
it does not do with Trinidad.
Dr.
But
Ali resign?
Oh,
come on, man. The man in Washington meeting some folks.
Mm.
British Virgin Islands official charged in drug conspiracy. This just
Ooh.
come out. The Premier of British Virgin Islands and the Director of the Caribbean Territory Ports were
Mm.
arrested Thursday on drug smuggling charges in South Florida, federal officials says. Premier Arturo Fahy and Managing Director Olivine Maynard were arrested by U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration agent at a Miami Opalaca Executive Airport. Oh boy,
Mm.
it
Mm.
was flying, boy, that a private jet, boy, and
Mm.
charged with conspiracy to import cocaine and
Mm.
conspiracy to launder money, according
Mm.
to a criminal complaint.
Mm.
Maynard's son, Kadeem Maynard, faces the same charges in the scheme, according to the records.
Mm.
Fahy and Oline Vine Maynard have been at the airport to meet with Mexican drug traffickers,
Oh God.
who in fact were undercover DEA agents.
Oh God.
Who in fact were undercover DEA agents to see a shipment of 700,000 in cash that the
Mm.
BVI officials expected to receive for helping smuggle cocaine from Colombia to Miami and New York, officials said in a complaint.
Mm.
A DEA confidential source had previously met with Maynard and her son after being introduced by a group of self-proclaimed Lebanese, 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 hello Trinidad and Tobago, Hezbollah operatives, according to the complaint. After Fahey became involved, the BVI officials agreed to let the smugglers bring the cocaine through the port at Tortola before continuing on to the US. Now think about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only remember when we had some drugs in juice cans? Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who ever get caught for that?
That's a good one.
Only remember that? Only see
Boy,
how
we remember that.
only see how those operate?
Yeah,
I
but we
don't
have to hold the
understand in
United States
Trinidad.
government responsible for that one.
Say that again?
We have to hold the United States government responsible for that one.
But Gary,
it wasn't totally up to Trinidad.
but Gary, this is the British Virgin Islands working with the DEA in United States of America.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the drugs that we found in the juice can in Virginia, the U.S. government is responsible for exposing those involved.
And we're still waiting.
And we're still waiting. We're still waiting. So I blame the United States government. Maybe somebody was so big and involved in this that they decided.
No, Gary, the United States don't play so.
What them they want to make the bus in Virginia? Why are they not saying nothing?
Nah, they don't play so.
Nope.
Watch. They started in the BVI, you know. They already know, you know. They already know, you know. But they let it go through.
The answers have to come from the United States government.
Gary, where did it originate from?
It doesn't matter where it originated. The United States made the arrest. It's on their soil. It's on their soil. The United States has to identify the culprits.
Corruption and hush hush. Corruption and hush hush.
Let me read the last sentence for you. After Fahey became involved, the BVI official agreed to let the smugglers bring the cocaine through the port at Tortola. Tortola is British Virgin Islands. Before continuing on to the US. They already know what the deal was, Gary.
Yes, but what I'm telling you is this responsibility lies on the United States government because the drugs reach their soil. They made the bus. How can the Trinidad government be responsible for exposing this?
Gary, who said the Trinidad government was? Gary, you let the thing go through. You let it go through.
Yes,
right?
I am not saying
when it reaches America, it's just now who is going to collect it.
Well, what I'm saying to you, the responsibility falls here in this particular incident on the United States government for exposing those who involved.
Gary, it's a two-pronged attack, my friend.
Why the US has not said anything yet?
Somebody paying off somebody to hush.
Well, you think the US don't pay off?
Somebody big.
Somebody paying off somebody big somewhere to hush.
Watch. Somebody in Trinidad. Tipped off somebody in America.
Yep.
I'm surmising, you know. When you see that reach, all you don't go and touch that. So when it reaches America, nobody is going to collect it. Nope. They already had these guys done, you know.
Yep.
They already attract these guys. I mean, let the thing go through and go and pick it up and all kind of thing. So why we look?
They will hold and embarrass the small man on the streets. Okay. Okay.
No, Gary, no. I ain't so. Is that Gary Mabel just say that? When we tell you all the time, they're holding the small man in Trinidad. But you just say Gary Mabel.
No. I'm not saying it's not just the small man. What I'm saying to you is they will expose the small man more so than the big man involved in it.
But Gary, wait. But
what I'm saying, okay, so that's Trinidad and Tobago. What happened to the United States?
You're changing your mind now, Gary? But how the small man is doing this and the small man doing this in Trinidad?
I'm not changing my mind. It's big and small doing the thing, and them small man bigger than it. And them small man bigger than you think they are sometimes too.
Look, now we're going back to his real point. Small man bigger.
Yeah, so small man. It ain't small man. It's so small, you know. Them fellas moving up in the world.
Gary,
they're moving up in the ranks, though. So don't underestimate them. Yeah. Don't underestimate them small man on the ground.
Yeah. Let me say hello to Rajvi. You're inside, boy. My Lavantel friend, my Lavantel UNC friend, Joan Jadube, Joan, you inside. Tikisha, welcome back.
Jonas UNC.
Huh?
But all I got to say is the small man ain't got no plane to bring in no drugs. So
no.
Talk now.
But the small man could get a little pirogue and
this small man ain't got no plane to bring in no drugs.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't know.
Coming one way.
Gary. No, small man ain't got no thing to bring in. No, all that cocaine there. Nah.
Coming just by plane alone.
But that's
let me tell you something. I had a job. I pick up some Mexicans coming off a private jet in Newark. Up to this day, I never know their name. I pick them up. I take them to the Plaza Hotel. I went back and get them 2 or 3 days after, and I don't know the name, and I put them back on the flight. Well-dressed, heavy bags. No question asked. That was my job.
See?
All right?
Right, so, Gary, what about if they had stopped you taking them to the hotel? What do you think would happen?
I don't know what's in the bag.
No. You don't know.
I don't know what's in the bag. The bag,
Gary,
well-dressed, leather suits. Heavy bags. The bags are so heavy I couldn't lift
it. Gary, if they had stopped you now, you would have get caught up in this thing.
Exactly, but I didn't know. That was my job instruction. No names, flight information, pick up, drop. Don't ask any question.
But you're a small man there.
Thank you, Diana. You would be a small man getting caught in a big web.
Yeah, but like I said, they were high-profile passengers. I didn't know my instructions. I'm the driver. My company is hired. You know.
No, I hear you. I understand that.
But listen,
I don't know who the name is or whatever it is.
But listen, this week, right? I was driving somewhere, and I got caught at a light, and something caught my attention. I was driving, drinking water, minding my business. And I saw a whole line of people by a hot dog cart. So I said, wait now, what these people line up for this the hot dog must be tasting good. So whilst by the light, I said, I pay attention to the hot dog cart. And a bright neon sign caught my attention on the cart. You know what the sign was? The sign was weed, WEED. The fellow was selling weed from a hot dog cart. I still myself there. I said, look at entrepreneurship at its best here, boy. And the people line up there to buy the weed.
Where was that? In the Bronx?
Yes.
I saw that on television. They did a special on it.
And people line up. I mean, the line round the corner to get this weed.
I saw that I saw a feature on it on TV.
So I say, why Trinidad and Tobago allowing them to grow 4 plants, and you have people languishing in jail for carrying what? What is going on? I don't know what's going on. Huh?
But didn't they revise the system since they decriminalized it?
Trinidad and Tobago spinning top in not even in mud, in tar.
Maybe someone can tell us what we.
You have to remember the drug trafficking is not happening in one category. All right.
You know, but when that juice can incident took place, the government came up and said right away in Trinidad and Tobago that the company Trinidad Orange Juice or whatever the name of the company was, or Jalil or whoever it was, I don't know who it was, that they were not responsible for what occurred. They immediately made a statement saying that the company was not responsible. I don't know how they knew, but somehow the government said they weren't responsible.
Well, that means somebody high up in there probably knows something.
Some things make you go,
Yeah, well, some things make you go, So let me say hello to Nadia. Nadia, welcome. Hayden Frontin, boy, welcome back.
There's a few things could happen there. It could be an employee inside stole the cans from the company, right? And who's killed in doing that packaging. I understand that the drugs are being sent to Trinidad because we have the capability of packaging the material. So several things could happen there until the investigation is completed. I mean, but I just find it taking too long to identify.
You still waiting for the investigator to be completed?
Where there's a shipment, there has to be a manifest if it's coming in a
the United States government gone silent in it. If Trinidad silent, why the US silent? That is my issue. Why is the US silent in it?
Gary, from Trinidad, I am concerned that it originated from my country.
I am too, but I'm saying the bigger fish here is involved. The United States, them is the big boy. Them does patrol the world. Them is the police of the world. Why it is? I mean, okay, so the bribery, the culprits in Trinidad said the big boy in Trinidad was able to keep tabs on things. Say, okay, this is not the Trinidad and Tobago police we're talking about here now. We're talking about United States government, from the FBI to the DEA.
They're the ones, but Gary, they're the ones who discovered the contraband in the shipment. The United States.
Yes, so why are they? I understand they discovered that. So where is the statement from them as who involved?
It came from a legitimate company in Trinidad and Tobago. They turned it over to the Trinidad and Tobago government. Trinidad and Tobago government said that the company was not responsible. I don't know how they know that, but it died. It died a slow death right there. So obviously, who they turned it over to Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, they would have confiscated it, I would imagine, but to find the perpetrators would have been on Trinidad soil.
Yes, but why is there another statement from the United States government about this thing? Why did it just, you don't hear nothing anymore?
Because the government of the day decided that they weren't going to do anything about it. Because
who government of which did in Trinidad government?
Mm-hmm.
That had nothing to do with Trinidad government. If the United States wants to talk about it, the United States is not restrained by Trinidad government.
What year was that? What year was that? Remember what year was that?
Roughly 2012 or thereabouts.
Oh, that's why Gary. That's why Gary. So I wonder why Gary said it.
Don't come with that. Don't come with
that. Gary, do you mean?
I hold. So what? So wait a minute. So there's a new government. How come the new government is saying nothing about it? Government change. They should have gone and expose it too. But what I'm saying, that responsibility falls on the United States government to state who the culprits are and publish the information on it. That's the way I see it.
You see, go ahead.
This investigation is in the hand of Trinidad government. I'm not Trinidad government, United States government.
Well, they turned it over to Trinidad government because they identified the source as a legitimate company, and they turned it over to Trinidad government. Trinidad government said the company is not responsible as far as their investigation.
Talk done after that.
And so the United States government leave it at that.
Nobody.
So the United States government left it at that, right?
Nobody is responsible.
I don't buy that either.
But you know why?
The whole thing makes me go
Because the United States don't know Trinidad full of corruption and disrepute and all kind of everything. And they're not wasting their time.
But I just say that I want to play the former finance minister.
Oh Lord.
She spilled some beans. She just spilled beans. She spilled lentil beans, red beans, pigeon beans, black eyed beans.
Ain't got no pigeon bean. They got pigeon peas.
Well, no, they're pigeon beans. So.
They got no pigeon beans. They got pigeon peas.
Well, you used to plant peas in Trinidad?
They ain't got no pigeon beans. They got you from Chumacac. They might have pigeon beans. They might have pigeon beans up in Chumacac, but they got no such thing as pigeon beans.
Can I ask you a question? Good. Have you ever planted peas? You ever plant peas?
Definitely.
What kind of peas do you plant?
Pigeon peas.
You ain't plant no pigeon peas?
Never plant no pigeon beans in my life yet.
See, sometimes, in Trinidad, I was saying, when you don't know that you don't know, and even you tell you that you don't know,
Ain't got
you
nothing in
still
no
don't want to
pigeon
know
beans.
that you
I know
don't know,
pigeon.
even though I tell you that you don't know.
What pigeon beans you talking about? That must be some kind of hybrid cross breed. Look, go and play the clip, dude. Like pigeon beans.
My grandmother made grafted mango. You know what grafted mango is?
Yeah, I know about grafted mango, yeah. I know how to prune and graft plants. They taught us that in agricultural science. Yes.
Will ever try that in Barbados?
I did it in Trinidad. I know how to do it. You have to
wait now. Let me quickly get this thing out of the thing. I want to show you something. Carice, welcome. Carice, welcome. Albert Montano, boy, welcome, boy. It was kind of cool down here today, you know. Okay, after the
Yes,
taste
last
of
night.
boy.
Last night the temperature dropped back.
Yeah, the temperature kind of dropped, boy, in truth, boy. A lot of children coming to school with COVID, boy. Carice says a lot of children coming to school with COVID. Oh, COVID back on the rise in Trinidad, boy.
All over the world. All over
Diana,
the world.
All over the world.
Albert Montano said you had to stay inside.
But
yeah, it's real cold outside. Out there, that's winter, ain't no spring. I don't know and they say how global warming is causing rise in different viruses amongst the animal kingdom, new viruses, and they said how these viruses may jump from the animals to human. So I know going. I think I got to get rid of Stormy. But go ahead.
Diana told me and Gary, I want to Fistic, I want to compliment you. I want to compliment you. Fistic, I was home today, boy. That's why plenty rain.
In America, rain, snow, you had to go to work, get out there and go here.
That's how to compliment. Compliments on the season, partner.
You see what Fistic says? He said Wall Street, he planting that pigeon peas upside down and getting pigeon beans.
Pigeon bean. Remember pigeon bean?
He was home today, boy. Plenty rain, boy.
You can draft a pigeon pea with a red bean and get pigeon bean.
Joan says Rowley meeting with one of Biden advisors.
Right.
Joan, what do you mean by that?
But yo, look at the picture I sent you.
That's an old picture. Gary, why you like propaganda too?
Which one is that?
Huh? The one where Biden was holding Prime Minister Motley hand. Huh?
Somebody making a couture. Yes.
Yeah, you making a couture.
That one?
No, I sent it to you guys to look at. So
No. Albert, you not pay for no money. You ain't get no money from the US.
He don't need US money. He got China and Russia and Venezuela today.
Well, we're kidding away. The Barbados PM, Jones says the Barbados PM met with Biden, but Dr. Rowley meeting with one of Biden advisors. Maybe the president out of the country. I don't know.
President more pressing issues.
Curtis Monteshad, partner. Good night, my true Kenyan partner.
Madam Prime Minister Motley was honoring her citizens today. Okay, good. You
got honor to Storm?
No, I am not. I know how come.
I want to play.
No, she was mostly honoring the nurses and the things for the pandemic. Yeah.
So I want to play a little bacchanal and confusion here because we have a drama.
You get the Aisha bug or
yeah, we have a drama queen on a drama king on Aisha Wells program.
Oh God.
Who that boy? Who that?
A drama queen. A drama king. He is a drama king. My mistake. So listen to this.
Wall Street looking for the same. Is that he, Parliament?
My God.
So don't vex with them, sister. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much, Bataria. Yeah, Eric.
Yes. I was really upset this morning,
For what? Who vexed you?
This wall of stain, wall of shame proper embarrassed we historian Queen Jenny this morning. And it's only because I tried all how he called Dominica them this morning and he
so what?
He embarrassed Jenny. I tell you, Aisha, if Dominica take my call this morning, I would rush me. I was just saying that would I be by Martin, because I ain't like that. Was
that was nice. Time. Well, should we gonna do Sister Jenny?
Out that timing for a big man.
Let's see who's there. Let's see who's on the outside. Okay.
But you hear that? That is the drama queen. I mean the drama king.
Only got you.
Let me
Street, you're on Fellas Wall Street.
Well, your enemy number one, boy. Your enemy number one.
Watch and you know he's a minimum wage police, you know.
Oh Lord.
Hold on, let me see. How come that one is showing now?
The person called him is a police officer?
I don't know. They say he's a minimum wage police officer. I don't know how true it is. What happened, boy? Hold on. Slides.
I swear they're all drinking some kind of juice that addling the brain or something else.
You think so?
Or Ulrich put it right in his video.
Yeah, boy. We had a get Ulrich, boy.
How come you invite Ulrich to
we had a call. Look at me. That is the minimum wage. He's a minimum wage police officer. What is he in there? He's a auxiliary. Gary, one of them auxiliary officers that walk with no gun on me with butu, with a baton. Them.
They know.
They call them special reserve, man.
Right. Them. They don't have no gun. They only have a butu or a baton.
We will call them flashlight policemen.
Oh yeah, I just call them
no flashlight policeman is security guards.
No, I just call them minimum wage officers.
Yeah, so my word. I a flashlight policeman. When I see gun, I have to run.
The man is a minimum wage police officer and a drama queen. I mean a drama king on the radio, you know. You know that? Them fellas are them good, you know. And the boy they
first time I seen he, I don't know about he.
And Ulrich.
I just sidekick.
Ulrich mad as hell, boy. Ulrich mad and he ain't taking it no more.
Let me call Ulrich. I hope Ulrich do cussing. Ulrich almost
tired. He cussing his video. Ulrich tired and fed up.
Ulrich cuss, boy. Well, let me see if Ulrich go pick up your phone because the piano must take away your phone by now. Doctor, I'll take away your phone.
or
Ulrich. Look, I tell you to take away your phone. Look, you take away your phone, it's reconnecting already.
Yeah, they're having everybody having bad phone service.
Yeah,
there.
Pegasus check. What is this? Is Pegasus or Pegasus? Which one is it?
Pegasus
tracking Ulrich phone now. Ulrich,
I just call them peg asses.
Spying on the phone, boy.
Ulrich, you're on WZYE. Ulrich, you're live on WZYE 95.9 FM.
I just call them peg asses.
Good night, Miss Diana. Good night, Tommy. Good night.
All right, let me get Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Everybody on the panel, good night.
Ulrich.
To you, Ulrich.
Some people here in the chat say the PNM take away your phone after you cuss the PNM today. They say, Ulrich, they say they take away your digital and B mobile phone and they give you me too.
Well, I'm still talking on it.
Yeah, they have a Me Too phone. They say they come to your house. They send ACP Jacob to your house and take away your jerseys.
Oh my God, send Jacob. Right? I have plenty, you know. I gain them it freely. I have plenty. I'm still freely gain them it.
Alright, why you cuss the PNM today, man? Why you cuss the PNM today?
Well, I'm fed up on them, boy. I'm fed up. I find we Trinidadian, we just say no and just taking trippers, boy. Yeah.
Well, look, see.
We need a new party.
Oh, look, I thought I alone had vein in my head, you know. I see 5 veins come out in your head, boy. I said, oh, cool. I said, them look like Chewbacca veins, boy.
I said, I wake up this morning with I wake up with a kind of heavy feeling, boy. I said, but you know, this got something really wrong with this country, boy. I said, my mother begged me to stay out of this kind of talk before she passes, and I doesn't want to really get things. But boy, when I hear the kind of people when they call in this program, the kind of notice the talking as one, boy, if they have at least 2 cents functioning, you know what I mean? I fed up at them, boy. Fed up all of them. The speaker in the house where the opposition making a contribution, turning off mic and all. What kind of chuppiness is that?
And Ulrich, he's a man where he make live, you know. I don't do you make live. I ain't see Ulrich make no live. I say, boy. I say when Ulrich make a live and he going and cuss your own party. Well, you expose yourself now. Everybody knows you're PNM now.
No, boy, my party, I didn't belong to no party, you know. I for country. If our party come in government and they're doing good, I supporting them. If they do it out of time and thing, I not supporting that. I look for another party. I do believe in having a party for thousands years. You do good, you stay. You do stupidness outside, let me try somebody else. If you was trying different people, all them, let me say 15 years election coming up, right? If you was trying different people, by now we might have a perfect government in place. But the sycophant and them, the people who could really come out and do something for the country and make meaningful contribution to the country, because of these total sycophant and bugging progress to take place in this country. I fed up at them, boy. Fed up.
Ulrich, I have to tell you, I know that live going viral, like going all over the place. People sharing the live like crazy, but I select my partner, Ulrich, boy. I saw all of a sudden, boy, the PNM game seats to plant something in the backyard.
You know what hurting me too, boy? When my mother was ill, my mother has strong supporter of PNM, boy. If I only say P, my mother come down on me like a ton of bricks, right? And my mother is not a minister, not a counselor. Nobody never come and pay at least one visit, right? When my mother come and pass, didn't even send a wreath or a little card. You know what I'm telling you, Slim? Boy, I fed up, boy, fed up.
She was well run by the executive.
Do the work where the population put you there to do.
I go ask him
do the job. You see this every time. It's Kamla. What are doing for the country? What are doing?
Ulrich, did they know your mother? Did they know your mother?
Yeah, they know the whole family.
Okay.
They know the whole family.
Okay.
It's only a set of games. It's time for Trinidadians to stop taking games and telling themselves that is where it is. When we could do better.
Well, Ulrich, I'm glad.
People have to start thinking. And stop getting manipulated.
Well, Ulrich, I'm glad you ain't doing left foot, right foot, balize no more. I'm glad you finally decided to put on your balize shoes and your balize suit and your balize outfit. Because I know you make a special.
I was never no balize. I vote for country. I not no balize.
Ulrich,
any party.
Ulrich, they didn't tell me you make a balize outfit for the last election. Huh?
For me, I have a brother resembling me, you know. People are taking my brother for me.
Oh, all right.
Ulrich, I have a brother resembling me bad, so
Ulrich,
they'll take my brother for me.
The last time I was in Chumaka, a man say he take a man from me. I tell him don't take no man from me, I go take man for myself.
Club, you know, careful what you're saying. LGBT thing club.
Q, boy, you gotta put Q boy. Put the hand to the thing, man. Well, Rick, we just wanted to call you, man. We saw you live and we just want
to... because I didn't know, I forget the program tonight, and it's a good thing Economy paid on one time.
Yeah, we just call it just we see you live, and you're a friend of the village. So you take care, man. We appreciate you.
Top of the hour, Anslim.
Yeah. All right.
Anslim, here with it, I say, right? I find the people in charge, like the Prime Minister or Public Relations, whoever it is, should be listening to people who are talking against the party. Because the things that the people saying against the party, you could listen and take out pieces. Even if you don't agree with everything, but you must agree with something, because if you wasn't doing choppiness, people wouldn't be coming out and talking like that. You understand? I pay attention to them thing and strengthen the party, but they just on Kamla. But I fed up for that. I'm saying I fed up. Seriously.
I don't take it easy, man. We go talk. Yeah, later.
All right. Yeah,
all right, bless. So, folks, that's one of our loyalists here in the village with the DAG Triplet on WZYE 95.9. He going viral now. You see, as soon as he going viral, he forget about the program on, right? He viral now. He's viral all with Marino. He big in the dance now, right? He forget about the program. Right? Only real things, you know. Don't take a real thing that, you know.
Top of the hour answer.
Yeah, take a real thing and next he gone, you know. He gone.
Yeah, or look at a celebrity now.
Yeah, or look at a celebrity no man. In the village, the DAG Triplet, who is them? You know what I mean? Who is them? Of course, folks, it's in the village to the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after the short list.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Big one. Listen to me now. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I build me a coffin. I make it my home, because that is my only choice. This kind of life, I leave it alone. Because when I look around and I see man raping their own daughters and mercilessly, man living with man, woman with woman, so how must I live? I can't understand. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. A bandit in my face with a gun. Take my own inside, began to run. I'm in the station reporting what the bandit do. I was the bandit I was reporting to. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time, come again. I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened to live. Hear me now. It is so obnoxious when I look around. Things I just hear and see. My God, how could I go on? Children killing children every day. Parents guiding their children to go astray. Tell me how those youths getting all those guns, and where in the world those guns coming from? Yes, we are frightened to live. Who are you? I'm frightened to live. You come again. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Hear this. If in my ceiling they find cook and gun, it's my whole family they carrying down. But if the police get caught, it is same refrain. All they getting is transferred to do crime again. You see, I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Music. Now you see this verse? This verse is my verse. I want to listen to my verse now. If our child to die by the hands of a bandit, police may halfway search them in their fact, catch the culprit. But if Mr. Big Man child end up dead, they're going to paint the old damn tongue red, putting out all force and energy, finding the killer immediately. So how must I live? Well, I'm frightened to live. Come again, I'm frightened to live. Hey, hear this, hey. I go to church, that's the answer. Listening to the speech on the altar, while taking in the words of the Almighty. You know the priest felt sweet, I had me, is he a frightened to live? Well, I'm frightened to live. Sing. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Well, hey, I'm frightened. One more time. Yeah. Love volume. Sing like
Ask this opposition senator, and he'd tell you there's good reason behind that.
I think there are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy and confident because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it, but they're poor, they're demoralized, they're frightened, and therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
We're back with you. It's in the village with the DAG Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, we come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. So there's more breaking news out of Guyana. IMF advises against development of national oil company. Tells Guyana to improve oil contract terms for higher profit instead. The International Monetary Fund. All you know there's another name for the IMF, right? What does call them? The International. You can't say it on radio. Right? You just call them that, right? International. The IMF. The IMF has advised Ghana to secure a higher share of profit for oil through its model production sharing agreement, rather than actively participate in the task of petroleum development through a national oil company. Whenever the IMF tell you something run, run.
But in this case, the guy, when you explore what Guyana's agreements are, they're getting robbed.
No, Tommy, I agree with that. But why do they want them to develop a national oil company?
So that they will eliminate some of the robbery that's going on, because Guyana is resource rich right now with petroleum, but
Venezuela.
When you look at the agreements that they are working with, they're sucking their eyes out.
I hear you, Tommy, but all they have to do is to look at what happened in Trinidad, right? They could use Trinidad as an example of what not to do.
Exactly. No, well, what not to do when you take control. Correct.
Well, I mean, because they could always renegotiate it.
Well, I would want to hope that they do that soon, because I was reading something today, made me go, because when you would think that they are truly benefiting and profiting from the oil, it's more superficial at this point.
Right.
But so, Guyana is experiencing great GDP growth with all their natural resources. I'm
not disputing that, but profitability is very slim when you think about their expenses, because the expenditures are huge, and they're being made to carry most of the expenses in this exploration.
Yeah. And plenty Trinidadians going to Guyana.
A whole heap of different people go in there.
Yeah.
Because there's room.
It's a gold rush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of people go in there.
It's a gold rush. There is a gold rush, but the Guyanese people aren't getting their just due just yet because they have to give up a lot to make it happen, or they did give up a lot to make it happen.
Because there's great room for investment in a country like Guyana. A lot of room for growth and infrastructure growth there.
But
Building.
How did I want to ask a question? How did we in Trinidad and Tobago get to this point, boy, where Ghana could come and fly past us like if we standing, boy? It's like it's like a race, and you race against Usain Bolt, and you're going to lose, right? Usain Bolt will beat you, right? But
you
it's
put
like
you have a fellow like Keith Rowley and his administration in there. I answered your question.
Well, he's.
Why are you blaming?
He's
well, wait. When you lose, like watch look how they're doing. Look how they're performing. You lose Tobago. You have you went down in what they call it and lose down Debe. You went up in the night time up in Twiggy area, and Twiggy tell all you go from there. And then now you get Ulrich Vex, and whose household is supposed to be a staunch PNM household, and he Vex. Them is just microscopic representation of the macroscopic agitation of what's going on in the nation. Don't get the poets.
You're the big word girl.
The big word woman, boy. The big word woman of microscopic of the macroeconomic, boy. Oh God, and I've been
don't get the poet started at the microscopic representation of the macroscopic agitation of what is going on in the nation, eh?
Well, we have to send the link and invite Ulrich to come in the house, man. You just can't have him there and he run and gone. I mean, first of all, I listen to Ulrich. So one party thieving and feeding their friends, and one party thieving and feeding the people. So which party you going to choose? The one feeding the people or the one feeding their friends?
I'm choosing none of them because both of them thieving.
But one not sharing with you.
I'm
not sharing with you.
Anytime you're a thief, I don't care if anytime you're thieving, that's not a good thing.
But
exactly, you can't justify thieving.
I can't justify thieving.
One not feeding you, so what you do?
I can't justify thieving.
You talk about justifying it. It's about survival now.
But they both got to go.
Yeah. Both of them.
They both got to go. And who
both
come
of
in
them.
go do what?
So me, I agree with that.
What we have to do is zero down and get it right.
You gotta get it right. We gotta get it right.
Let's see them. Let's see what you're at.
But Gary, the PNM and the UNC can have a revival, you know. They just had to get rid of the leaders. That's all. No. That's not just all. Let me correct that.
Hey, fish stick, I better looking than Heinz. Watch yourself. I'm better looking than I might be related to me. Motley faster.
Let me just correct that. Let me speak about the PNM. There are a few good people who are MPs in the PNM. A few. But most of them, all of them have to go. All of them. All of them. Them should bring back Espine from when he was in Petrochin. Is it Petrochin? He was the chairman of the board, and he said all. Right? Him, they should bring him back and them say all of them. I'm telling you all, Jack Warner, Austin Jack Warner, a great man in Trinidad and Tobago. Jack Warner was a great man. People may not want that.
He's alive still.
Huh?
He's still alive, you know.
Well, yeah. All right. My bad. Jack Warner, should I say, is a great man or
performed in his capacity?
No, well,
thank you very much.
But let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
I ain't see a man in Trinidad and Tobago could walk an inch in Jack Warner's shoe. Okay?
Jack Warner was a performer. He was a performer.
Getting things done and walking the talk. Okay? Jack Warner is the Muhammad Ali of politics.
Yeah, he actually got a lot of things done, right? And
this whole PPG winning government in Trinidad and Tobago was all Jack Warner.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
Gary, but you finally admit that, boy? What take you so long?
I was personally involved with the man.
But how you take so long, Gary? But Gary, you never admit that before.
Who's never admitted that before?
Dana, you hear Gary say that before?
Jack is flying.
Tommy, you hear Gary say that before?
Jack is flying from Zurich and meet me in Kennedy.
We never had this discussion before.
Okay.
No, but you know, Gary, Gary does move the goalposts sometimes. You know,
but I am telling you, Jack, hey, man, you must send the man speech how he flying from Zurich and how he meet me in 2007.
Gary, you know, you was big in the dance, man. You used to go and meet Jack up in Park Avenue in the Trump Towers.
No, I go to the Trump Towers.
You're a penthouse in Trump Towers. Yeah, so, you know, watch now. People in Trinidad usually talking all kind of thing about Jack Warner. When he come to this country, a limousine needs to pick him up and take him up to Trump Tower in a penthouse. Imagine that. When you're large, you know, the man wasn't just large, and he was humongous. But let me finish reading this.
Not the man in the office there, man, in Trump Towers.
Yeah. So the International Monetary Fund has advised Ghana to secure a higher share of profit oil through its model production sharing agreement rather than actively participating in the task of petroleum development through a national oil company. In one of its institutions' 2019 document providing technical support to the government, the fund concluded that there is no strong business case to show that Ghana will receive more value from its oil endowments if it were to participate as a partner via a natural oil company, NOC, in the development of the oil blocks. The financial institution explained why there are many oil-producing countries that have state participation in petroleum operations. That route may not be one that Ghana should take. State participation in petroleum operation could be an instrument for government to add to its share of profit within the upside of the project, but this participation would also mean that Ghana will be taking on additional risk by wanting to develop oil blocks. Given the substantial regulatory powers the government already has within the upstream exploration, drilling, and extraction aspect of oil development, the IMF said. It is not evident that participation is necessary, adding much more value. This is because if Ghana takes on a participating interest in a petroleum project, it will not only receive a share of the contractor's production value, but will also have to contribute to costs, including the block development phase, which is the most capital-intensive aspect of oil project development. But if Ghana sit on the sideline and they get at 2 or 3% and they don't have to endure any cost, it's risk reward. You have to take some risk if you want to get some reward. Is it true that take a risk and they close down an oil refinery? Right? And there's thousands of workers.
There's much more going on with Trinidad. They became, the whole operation became top heavy. You know, the cost of doing business went up so high. Additionally, there was no value or little value for money from the workers, it seemed like. And they let the whole operation go down. It slipped down. You ever went through Point-a-Pierre when Texaco ran that oil field and saw how clean and everything seemed well maintained, and when we took it over, everything started going down. You go through the tanks were rusting, the environment looked sloppy. You know, it's a bigger picture than we can imagine.
Hey, but look, watch now. I gain real friends, and Albert Montano say, guys, I say on some real good friends still that are back now. And then Joan Jadibe, my UNC friend from Lavanti says, and Sam, don't forget Sharon Felix. So, Daniel, your friend Raj, you have a question. Ask Ulrich what's on the something today. Rajvi, what's the question you want to ask? So we could ask Ulrich. Look, I just see already going out in the backyard and picking some leaves from that tree, yes?
Oh, you mean from them 10 trees he growing?
No, you could only have 4. I thought it was only 4 you could have.
Well, I see guys on a video with 10 trees, so you best chop down 6 of them.
Eh? No.
You best chop down 6 for Alexander pay him a visit.
Yeah, boys. You know, I like to get, we should try and get Alexander, you know, boy.
Oh, Lord.
No, that gonna be a good one, man. Albert said Joan.
I don't know.
Joan,
you know he gonna start talking chippity, right? Okay.
No. He's a good fellow.
He's a good fellow.
And Slum.
Yeah. Tommy, call his name again. Call his name again for me, Tommy.
Slum, why you don't call Watchman instead?
Yeah. Hey D, get Anselm a pill for me quick.
Oh, you want me to take a pill now, guys? I want to take that. Why is it? What's it?
Get Anselm 3 pills.
Oh, good. Who's Tony Belliers? Tony Belliers. I think that person you know.
That might be my cousin.
That's your cousin? Where you from, Barbados?
Lana, you trying to encourage Lansdom to get Alexander? Really?
Yeah, we need to get Alexander.
I don't know. I have a cousin named Tony. I don't know if that's him. He coming in there as
Well, let's say hello to Tony. Tony just come in. Albert Montano say Anselm brainwashed Ulrich, so he getting in trouble.
Tony, if you're the cousin Tony, say hello. If not, then you're not.
Diana, your lover saying good night. Dave Rambaran.
I don't know.
No, it's Ramroop. It's Ramroop.
No, that's the one that want me to beat him with the whip.
Oh, that's Rennie. That's a Mohammed. That's one of the Mohammeds. That's one of the Mohammed family.
Dave Rambaran?
No, Dave Rambaran is a different fella.
I buying that whip from Ratan.
He said, Diana, good night, love.
We love you, so we take good care of you.
I buy that whip from Ratan.
Pizza, welcome. Welcome.
They call you Wall Stain. Oh God, the real this year, boy.
Okay, what is it? Yeah, but there's called all kind of names. And some the PNM government was in charge for 61 to 86, then 91 to 95, 2000 to 2010, now 2015. Now 44 years and no forward planning. Oh God. Why you reminding me, boy? Lana, you inside. Lana, no go back to the internet, boy.
Everything going the hills washing down from St. Anne's with a whole heap of water again. Nobody ain't doing nothing about that. The water I said, Lord, Father, God. Oh. And if you tell anybody, well, it rains every year and where we want the water to go. I said, Jesus, Lord.
Hey, Dave.
Good night, Dave. Yeah, good night, partner. Yeah. So let me see something else. I have. Let me see here. Oh, all right. So look, this is our minister of planning. What do you think? Going and challenge Dr. Christopher Rowley?
She should.
I asked if. So you think she's going to challenge him?
She should.
Tell me what you do think.
I don't think she'll lose the key of her brain.
She should. You see y'all with this. I don't know. Look at this thing.
Gary, what do you think, Gary?
Why she can't challenge Keith Rowley? Who is he? Look, Penny Low. Penny Low. Look.
He's the Prime Minister.
I don't care.
You think Penny's going to challenge Dr. Rowley? That was Penny they doing the electric slide. You think she's going to challenge Dr. Rowley in the upcoming PNM internal election?
Go and challenge his behind. I say so.
Diana, is how the thing works.
I don't.
Correct. Diana, Diana, you don't understand.
Look,
No, you don't
what do you mean
understand.
you don't
understand.
What do you mean I don't? What do you mean I don't understand? What do you mean I don't understand? Well, then there's no democracy in Trinidad.
He's a certain prime minister, right?
I don't care.
But it's just how the system works.
Hello. Hello. Is there a democracy in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yes,
tell me
democracy. There's a democracy.
So in democracy,
there's a certain order too, Diana. There's an order.
But he's an old man.
Within the democracy.
He is an old man. Let him go home.
You see, in the party, there's a code. Anyway, that they follow.
No, go ahead, tell me. That's what it is. It's right. You're right.
All right. What code you have to follow? Let me hear the code. Let me hear.
Nobody challenges a sitting prime minister.
Correct.
All right. Wait. Is that written in the Constitution?
No, it's understood.
What do you mean understood?
Larry?
I want to no, don't shift the goalpost. No, ask your question, though, and don't get me vexed. Let me ask. Let me
Constitution.
So why the hell? So why the fish cake? She can't. Why the fish cake? She can't challenge him.
It is an unwritten policy. It is an unwritten policy.
Well, then they need to write it. Why she cannot?
You gotta write everything.
Hello.
It's an unwritten policy, Gary. I think Stormy just take Diana.
You see what Lana says. You see what Lana said, and that's the truth.
What she say?
If Penny challenges Kitos and lose, he is PM, and she can lose her job.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
You hear me? Something, eh?
Yeah. Let me say good. Yeah.
I think I'm on time.
No, you're something kind of
I think I'm
deep.
on time.
All right, you're back now. You're back better now. Miss Coover, let me say good night. Good night to you. Diana, you see, you don't understand the thing, you know. You think you're in Barbados. Right? You think you're in Barbados. Lana, I don't know how much it costs, how much millions it costs to pave 150 feet of road in the Beatum. Oh, that was about 12 million. And Lana is absolutely correct. Well, she said Penny won't challenge Quito. She cannot. Yep. At the end of the day, Diana Benskin.
Yeah, I'm back.
Diana Benskin at the end of the day.
I've seen two Diana Benskin here.
Well, why is she seeing two of me?
Because I don't know. Stormy watching one and Diana watching the other one.
All right, let me come all together. I'll come back.
I'll come back. Yeah. So listen to this, You see, let me remove her. You see, Tommy, you are absolute. Gary? Gary?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Can an MP in the UNC challenge Mrs. Kamla Prasad Processor for leadership?
It happened, and Christine Hussein challenged Kamla.
What Christine Hussein is now? She's still a senator?
She's not an MP. She wasn't chosen back.
Oh, okay. So she gone. She chose their boss. The boss she chose. Right, she gone. Who else? In the last internal election for the UNC, did any MP challenge Ms. Kamla Prasad Processor?
I know. Bharat. What's his name?
Nah, he was out. He was outside.
He was outside.
He was an outsider. Anybody challenging, Gary? So those in the chat, can you answer if any MP, any sitting MP challenged Ms. Kamla Prasad Processor?
But didn't Munilal challenge her on one occasion?
No, I don't think they were in office, I'm not sure. But somebody in chat could say, I'm not sure if he did that when he was in office.
Yeah, Munilal did too, before Christine.
When he was a MP? When they were in office?
Yeah.
He was.
Oh, they were in office?
But she couldn't touch the lion.
Okay.
She couldn't touch the lion. You hear what I'm saying? And I hope she's listening to that, or somebody tells you.
Okay. So yeah, Albert Montano says.
You don't seem to understand something here.
Hmm.
The policies of the PNM strangles the economy of the country. It puts so much restriction. It's not just changing a leader. It puts so much restriction on the people. It's not because somebody hate PNM. It's the type of stringent policies that they have that they tie you up so much and make everything difficult for you to succeed.
But listen to this.
They don't uplift the citizen. They don't uplift the citizen. This is what I saw in comparison to how they handle things. They make it difficult. They make life difficult for you.
But listen to Albert Montano, eh? And Albert Montano is our resident historian here. We appreciate to have him in the village.
And we would like to have him as a guest.
Eh?
I said we would like to have him as a guest one day.
Yeah, he gives us a lot of perspective on the history of politics in Trinidad and Tobago. Albert Montano says, no PNM insider ever contests a party election against the PNM political leader. You know what he says?
These are the structural change that has to be changed. And first of all, like again, I'm going to reiterate, I don't support the leader of the party selecting the candidates. They should be voted by the membership. Like that's not how we do here. This is some things have to change. Yeah. I mean, look at the short period of time PDP in power in Tobago. Now look at the amount of things they're doing already.
Well, they're doing plenty of things, you know. I ain't gonna lie, you know. Real thing, you know. Dave Rembrandt says, Ansem, you're a good person. I heard you help people a lot. Good job, sir. Thank you very much, Dave.
Read the next thing that Albert said.
Yeah, it's coming here. Albert says, the PNM constitution says all positions are up for election at internal election. But that is never carried out. That's what I'm trying to tell Diana.
Right.
She don't understand the thing, you know. They rather write it down on paper for you, you know. You rather read, write, and spell for people, you know. Right? You could just listen. That's the way it is. And I say this, I'll say this, if anyone within the PNM cabinet currently, right, is an MP or a minister, excuse me, contest Dr. Rowley, cancel Christmas for that person. It's over. Cancel. It shouldn't be like that. It should not be like that. Huh? But that's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Some things just never change.
Yep. The constitution, and I say the constitution need to change and then change the system. Well, first of all, we have to change the system first, eh?
Yeah.
How are you going about that? How are you going about that?
How are you going about that?
How are you changing the system? If the system has to be changed by who?
The government.
Right. And if what is in place is what works for them and keeps them fat and empowered, why would they want to change that?
Well, that's what we're saying, Gary.
Yeah.
We the people have to stand up.
Yeah, but we're not standing up. We're not standing up. Not many. No. I mean, I congratulate.
We're standing up for party. We're standing up for party. For party. We are standing up, but we're picking our side.
But if you stand up for country, then go to hell.
Yeah, go to hell.
I said, go straight to hell if you stand up for country.
Gary, Vassenberg can go to hell. You stand up for your party. Eh?
You stand up for party, stand up for country. Country go to hell. What country?
Okay. Hell, boy.
What country?
Gary, you sign up for country? Eh? Gary?
Me?
Yeah, you sign up for country. You too? You
want to
country?
ask me that? The evidence is in the open?
Well, Gary, you and Vassenberg go online in the same shop.
Well, listen to me. I've been blacklisted long time, boy. Long before Vassenberg.
You and Vassenberg go lime in the same shop.
I've been blacklisted long before Vassenberg because Kamala like to listen to damn much gossip. All right? But let she stay there.
So, all you see the sunshine, the latest one in the sunshine, this is what they say. The sunshine is a kind of sensational newspapers. And I partner Jack.
That's Jack.
Yeah, that Jack. Yeah. Sometimes you ask yourself if it's real or if it's not, right? So let me see if I can read our fine prints there. Sunshine today has learned that the government had English investigative firm EMM, which arrived in the country on April 10th, 2022, has gotten a magistrate to approve 28 warrants for the search and arrest of several major local contractors and an opposition MP, all of whom have been employed in various capacities during the era of the People's Partnership government 2010 to 2015.
Oh, Lord.
A whistleblower in the magistracy has contacted Sunshine today with the information, given the names of the local contractors, as well as the name of the member of parliament. Almost all the local contractors who have been named have been consistently held by the P&M government since 2015. And now, 7 years later, with a new attorney general in place, the very said contractors seem to have fallen from grace. Many of them, however, are now working in Guyana. At a UNC Monday night forum on April 11, 2022, Monilal was critical of the way the TTPS was being undermined in this matter, and he called the manipulation of the police service an obscene sign of dictatorship. They have made the TTPS their plaything, and they have a contractor truck. They have no name on it, but I'm sure this truck went to some certain contractors. You see on the left down there, they have a contractor truck.
Yep.
They're good enough, right? Monilal accused the P&M government of subcontracting the office of the DPP by hiring a British firm named Edmonds, Marshall and McMahon to direct and advise the TTPS on going after the political opponents of the P&M and Rowley. According to Monilal, the English firm is being led by Englishwoman Kate McMahon, who has been made an SRP superintendent of the police in the TTPS. What, boy? It has been rumored that the P&M was paid, the EMM, was paid $40 million by the government for their services, though former Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith has publicly stated he had been offered a sum of $35 million by government to do the very same thing, which he refused to do since he was not prepared to take any instruction from the government. At the same UNC Monday night forum, Monilal outlined a reign of terror that will be implemented by the police on the instruction of the EMM. He said this government will use the police to go on a reign of terror. They will want to question and search every group and that ever received a donation from any business when the partnership was in office. They will want to fabricate and manufacture a case, so they will target any and everyone, sports clubs, bazaars, fashion houses, dance group, reporters, media workers, social activists, opposition figures in and outside the UNC. And even a Ram leader group, they might want to search Ram and Sita. I warned them the last time anyone troubled Sita, he was burned to the ground. So don't disturb Sita.
Oh boy.
All right.
That's Rawan. Rawan get burned.
I had to say, boy, this sounds like political nonsense to me, though.
Exactly. Anyway,
that's what I would say. It sounds like Cucho. It sounds like Cucho. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like. So, Tropics, welcome.
So who is Sita now?
I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that indicate. I don't know what that is. Maybe those in the chat can tell us. Let me read that again.
But I think that reference to Ram and Sita was just figurative.
Yeah. I think it's figurative. I think you're right, Tommy. So he just says. Hold on a minute.
Come back, Tommy. Yes, Tommy. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on a minute.
Did I get knocked off?
No.
Tommy, give me back my phone.
Okay, all right. He says opposition figures in and outside the UNC, even a Ram Lila group, they may want to search Ram and Sita. I think that might be figurative Tommy, you're right. I warned them the last time anyone troubled Sita, he was burned to the ground. So don't disturb Sita.
Right. Rawan is in the narrative. Rawan is who got burned.
Yeah. All right. So Tropic says decentralization is needed, guaranteed money and responsibility to local government, and an executive president to share power with the PM, shrink the size of government. I don't understand what is the significance of an executive president to share power with the PM. We don't elect a president in this country. I mean in Trinidad and Tobago. So how do we share power with the prime minister and them is selected? The president is selected. Right? How could they share power with the prime minister?
Maybe they want to change the constitution.
Yeah, but I don't understand that topics.
Nothing going to change in Trinidad and Tobago until the people get serious.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I go back to why Penny should be challenging him?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not in the Constitution that she can't, right?
Correct is right.
And it's not. It wasn't in the Constitution that he had the right to lock citizens out, right?
Well, due to the pandemic, it gave them the right to do it. They used some law that had
some 1940
right.
save law
that they could do it.
Yeah, that attached to some old colonial, attached to the Queen hemline.
Right.
There is nothing in the Constitution that nobody inside the PNM cannot challenge Keith Rowley for leadership of the party. Is there?
Correct.
As long as
they're not saying nobody cannot, but they're saying if they do, they're dead.
Yeah. See, this is fair. This is fair nonsense you're going on with. But then they're
dead.
But then he's Putin then.
No.
Then you're
living. Just the way things are done, Diana.
Then it is the Socialist Communist Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Then,
Diana, let me ask you a question. Did any minister in Mia Motley's cabinet contest the last election?
Because they don't have to. They like her.
Okay.
There may be people that dissented and left, but they're not gonna. They like her. She's very well liked across the globe.
She very well liked. I got a bone to pick with she, you know.
Well, go ahead and pick the bone. Watch yourself, you know, Gary. You're picking a bone with me and Motley and Matt. You're picking a bone.
Penny run out of New York and leave all stranded citizens to fend for themselves. Let it be known.
You pick a bone with me and Motley.
She went to Trinidad and she never raised one word as the ambassador for our country at the UN. Penny went home and never raised her voice on behalf of any stranded citizen.
Well, you pick that bone with Penny, but don't interfere with me and Motley because I go bite off your head.
Me and Motley.
I thought you say you have a bone to pick with me and Motley. I will bite off your head.
Man said Penny Diana Benskin. Where you get me and Motley from?
All right. I thought you say you have a bone to pick with me and Motley.
You hear Penny and the man say me and Motley, but you go, Diana.
I must be really and feeling good. Don't mess with me and Motley.
Diana, but then because she managed she's a Bajan or Trini.
I am a Bajan.
Yeah, Diana, you gotta make up your mind. Seriously.
I always say I'm a Bajan.
Okay, all right. You own that, right? You own up to that.
I am a Bajan.
Good. Yeah, but
I am a Trini, not a Trinbago.
I am a Bajan. Who don't like that? That's only business.
I'm not from Tobago.
I am a Bajan. You like that?
I never set foot in Tobago yet, so.
Well, only my father is at Tobago, you know, so only watch all this out, huh?
Well, so I say I'm 100% Trini.
I am a Bajan. Who ain't like it, let it lump it.
So wait, Tropic say elect a president, constitutional reform. How can one man run a whole country properly? But I don't understand. how are you going to elect a prime minister and a president?
Mm.
I don't think let us do that nowhere in the world.
See, anybody can challenge the political leader of the PNM, but the party unwritten law, what do you mean you will be destroyed?
Destroyed. You'll be destroyed.
Because all they sit down there and allow that nonsense to go on. No, so Costa
Well,
Rostrana, and Costa Rostrana. Huh?
But Tropic say PNM has too much power, not a door can back. That just crushes any good ideas and initiative. But the prime minister doesn't have to be like that. The prime minister doesn't have to be one who's in control of everything. He has the ultimate power. He has, right? Or she has, whoever that is. But they could allow people to do what they're supposed to do. You know, when is the last day you see any other ministers going on TV and interview unless something happens? When is the last time you see that?
You can't even get them on a TV interview too.
But I was saying, only when something happens. But only if something happens, then they go and they're making the wrongs, right?
All right, so listen to me. They're big and bad down there. Nobody can tell them nothing.
It's the way the society is set up. It's really backward.
It's a backward society. You're right, Tommy.
Yeah, because ministers and people in authority from time to time should be liaising with the public and making the population comfortable with their role.
Mm-hmm.
And powerful, big and bad.
Diana,
your
friend, your t-shirt wearing friend Eugene Julian just come in.
Oh, hello, Levi Jean. What's up?
Yeah. Eugene is a good friend of yours now.
Hey, Levi Jean. Good night.
The man name is Eugene, not Levi.
You stay out of that now.
Okay.
Drink water and mind your business.
I'm gonna drink water, eat jelly, watch bamboo, and mind my business. Yeah.
If you're watching bamboo, you're minding your business.
Huh?
If you're watching bamboo, you're not minding your business.
Yeah, no, on the bamboo, you can just watch bamboo tree growing. No bamboo does go tall.
You're macroing bamboo.
Yeah, I'm macroing bamboo.
Wait, Lana says Shamfa for leadership of PNM. Nobody lives there.
Oh Lord.
Wait. Chocolate, wait now. I don't know, boy. So let me ask you guys a question. Tropic says we need a USA type system. Just copy the most successful country in the world. Is US the most successful country in the world?
One of them.
One of the most successful. One of them. Let me see. Let me Google the most successful country in the world. How are you going to judge that? Most successful
governance system. Country. Yes, say that. The most successful governance system in the world.
I think you'll come up with places like Norway.
Sweet. Yeah. Anna, you are so right. It says Norway is the most prosperous country in the world. Switzerland is number 2. Denmark is number 3. New Zealand is number 4. Which is the number 1 country in the world? Well, they say, which is the number 1 country in the world? Canada 1, Japan 2, Germany 3, Switzerland 4, Australia 5, USA 6, New Zealand 7, United Kingdom 8.
And look at governance and look at it from a perspective of governance and people's comfort, or should I say pleasure.
Standard of living.
Yeah. Best country for standard of living is not going to be, I don't think it will be the US though. Best country for standard of living. Okay. For standard.
You might get a Caribbean island.
You feel so?
Oh yeah? That'd be good. That'd be great to hear.
Again, it has Canada 1, Denmark, Sweden 3, Norway 4, Switzerland 5, Australia 6, Netherlands 7, Finland 8.
No Caribbean country in there?
No, not in top 7. Canada, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, Australia, Netherlands, Finland, Germany 9. No, none of them in there.
Not even in top 20.
New Zealand 10. Let me load more. Hold on, let me see. Austria, Belgium 12, Japan 13, United Kingdom 14, Ireland 15, Singapore 16, France 17, South Korea 18, Spain 19, United States 20.
Not even none.
Portugal 21, Italy 22, China 23, the UAE 24, Poland 25, Greece 26, Czechia 27, Malaysia 28, Thailand 29, Hungary 30. Let me keep going.
It's amazing that Canada tops the list.
Yeah, Canada tops the list. Hey, Albert boy, Canada on top boy. Russia 31, Vietnam
Russia?
32, Saudi Arabia 33, Qatar 34, Indonesia 35, Israel 36. Oh God, we are going by 37, India 38, Philippines 39, Turkey 40. Oh God, let me keep going.
You see what Albert said? This is what Albert says. Canada always change government after one bad mistake. It's
correct.
True.
Look,
it's
Mexico
true.
is 41. Mexico is 41. That's the first one that comes. Mexico, 41. Costa Rica is 45. 45.
I was thinking Cayman Islands, you know. Okay.
51. Brazil is 52. Dominican Republic is 53. Nah.
Right next door to Haiti.
Well, you see how we just share information in here? This is when you come in here, you don't just get bacchanal and cucho. Cucho.
Not cucho. Gary gave me the right word.
It's cucho.
Couture.
Oh, no, up in Chumaco, you just say cucho. Guatemala 64. Oh God, I think that's and Kenya is 69. And Oman is 70. God, boy, boy, Kazakhstan is in front of we in the Caribbean, boy.
What?
Azerbaijan is in front of we. Serbia, look at Salvatore 75. Uzbekistan in front of we. Oh God, Iraq in front of we. Oh God, let me stop. Had enough. So let's see. Let's see what is Canada, boy. Hey, Albert Montano, I see why you moved to Canada, partner.
But if you go on here, it said the 10 richest Caribbean islands. Bermuda tops the list. Cayman Islands is second. U.S. Virgin Islands is third. BVI is fourth. Bahamas is fifth. Anguilla is sixth. Turks, St. Martin, St. Kitts, Barbados.
No.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you what I mean here.
No, you're lying. You're lying.
I read it there, the top 10 richest Caribbean islands.
I stuck in this building, I ain't going nowhere.
Bahamas is the wealthiest. Right? Bahamas is the wealthiest.
Yep.
Jamaica is 10.
I guess it's because of their alignment with the dollar to dollar for US.
St. Vincent is 9. St. Lucia is 8. Grenada is 7. Barbados is 6. Dominican Republic is 5. Antigua is 4. St. Kitts is 3. Trinidad and Tobago is 2. Wrong with you? And Bahamas is 1. Come now, man.
I don't know what site you see, but I ain't see it on this site I see here.
But I have it on a site here. Bahamas is one of the very richest island in the Caribbean with a GDP per capita income of 33,516. It's Bahamas. This stable developing nation is not only the richest country in the West Indies, but it also has the 14th
I have Cayman Islands as 2. As bestcitizenships.com. What site are you looking at?
Money Inc. This is a better site. Money Inc. These are big time magazine. Come on, man.
Okay.
Looking at systems of governance, they're saying Switzerland has the best governance, and New Zealand is second, Denmark is third, and Sweden is fourth.
All of them countries up there. But Switzerland have a high standard of living. The standard of living is very high. Like you could make a lower gross national income here in the United States, and you could almost live the same in Switzerland, because Switzerland gross national income is higher than United States, but due to the high level of living, high standard of living, like it costs more to live in Switzerland as opposed to living in the United States of America, right? So United States money will go longer than the gross national income of Switzerland, as an example. Right? Albert Montano says, Canada help everyone with education, health, and senior homes, and a guaranteed income after retirement, which increases with the cost of living. Canada is the place to be, right? All right, so Kapiza say you go in Guyana. So Chopik wants us to check largest and most dynamic economy in the world. Let me check that.
Largest and most dynamic economy in the
Largest and most dynamic economy in the world. Let me check that.
And look what they have here. Look. Is Trinidad more dangerous than Jamaica? Trinidad and Tobago has named the 12th most dangerous country in the world, and Jamaica is listed as the 10th most dangerous. Lord Father.
I tell you,
largest and most dynamic economy in the world. I know why you gotta go there.
Well, we talking truths.
Singapore is ranked the most dynamic economy. Which has the most dynamic economy? Well, it says, this one says Singapore ranked world most dynamic economy. Other sites say China, some sites say, so like USA News says the USA. Think about this, right? This is serious. The accountancydaily.co says Singapore ranked the world most dynamic economy. Globalnetwork.io says China. And usnews.com says United States. You all see what's going on there, right?
Right, bias.
Bias, yeah. Bias. Which is the largest economies in the world? United States is 1, China is 2, Japan is 3, and Germany is 4.
Well, there's no question that US is the largest economy in the world.
Yeah. Right. So US News has the United States as the most dynamic. So Forbes have the world top most dynamic economies. Let's go to Forbes. This is in 2013 though. Let me see what this is.
We need up-to-date information because the pandemic changed a lot of things.
Yeah, it changed a lot of things. Yeah, but everybody putting out their own report, you know, to see them as the best, you know.
Countries with mass mandates.
So
and their population. And guess
Albert, if you like Canada so much, you go Canada. Albert living in Canada, but wrong with you. Because Albert living in Canada, you tell him man to go Canada. If you like Canada so much, you go Canada. You living in Canada? The man gave me facts.
Because I don't know the drill.
Yeah, Kapiza, come on, man. That be resident historian, you know. Kapiza wants to say, name one African country in the top of the list. Which list? We ain't see no Caribbean country. No, there's African countries in that list that we just look at. Not the one previously. Albert, Lana wants to know if you know a guy named Michael Castillo.
You know Haiti have more people than Trinidad?
Of course.
11 million people.
Absolutely.
Woo!
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
Good governance could turn Haiti into a world power. Or should I say?
Tommy, I agree with you. You see the IMF? the IMF causing problems in Haiti too.
Of course.
Because when the IMF go and give loans to Haiti and them politicians still have the money, right? They continue to give Haiti money and it doesn't help. And the IMF goes in with a one-size-fits-all policy.
Woo! China has China has 1,441,400 people. China the same thing.
Yeah, that's why China give you a loan. When China give you a loan.
So wait a minute. So Haiti problem is who's the cause of the problem there? The IMF or the people themselves?
Well, let me say this, Gary, right?
Historically, Haiti has been taken advantage of.
Correct. The politicians, they get money from the IMF, and if the IMF give them a $500 million loan, the politicians steal $250 million.
But that is happening in a lot of countries. But the thing about it is the people is their own people being bad to you right there. We can't blame nobody else. We have to blame ourselves. Is we.
No, blame the politicians. It's the politicians.
Yeah, but who has to do something on the politician?
Well, Gary, somebody had to make a choice, you know. So you had to vote for somebody sometime.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, I wouldn't blame nobody. I think the first blame has to come to we ourselves. We have to blame ourselves.
But listen, Gary, in Haiti, right? Because Toussaint Louverture stood up against the then monarchy, they put a monetary levy on them that was so pauperizing and so ridiculously heavy that they had to repay it for centuries. And they acted like the merchants of Venice, full of gluttony and unsavory, right? And they exploited the Haitians for so long. And neighboring islands, they dipped their hands in them too. And global empires, for their monetary beneficiary, right? And even their own leaders, like Papa Doc, took advantage of them, and betrayed them, You understand?
That's what they
took too long to kick Papa Doc tail.
You understand?
Corrupted politicians.
He was being propped up by the first. He was being propped up by the bigger countries.
Thank you.
Correct. Once they put them in power, I start telling you, man. That's why they have another name for the IMF. Right.
And what I don't understand, right? And I saw a documentary. There's a thing on TV that has come on sometime named Viceland. I don't know if anybody has ever watched it. It is show you very controversial documentaries, and it stir you from your complacency. And one time I watched it, and the Haitians they have to go to the Dominican Republic to ply their trade. I used to see the treacherous terrain, whether it be by water or by land, that they have to cross the border to get into the Dominican Republic to sell whatever it is they're trying to sell to make money. And you should see how they just get treated. Sometimes they make the journey for 2-3 hours, however long. And when they get there, the border guard telling them, and not today. I mean, come on, man. Come on. The people trying to make a living. It's really hard on the Haitians, man. It's hard that, and what I saw, you just got to look through things deeper. When the other day, when it fell apart in Afghanistan, plane loads of people were brought into America, and they made they put them in housing and all kinds of things. They incorporated them. But the Haitians trekked through Central America and they crossed the Rio Grande and they were housed under a bridge. And you know what happened to some of them? A plane was sent for someone and they send them back to Haiti. You tell me that ain't discrimination? Come on, man. Come on. They're coming to try to make life a better life. They're running from the hurricane, from earthquake, from crime, from nothing. All kinds of the same thing that the Afghanis running from. And they make it and they cross the Rio Grande. They walk through. And when they get there, they put them on a plane and carry them back to Haiti. Come on. Come on. You tell me that discrimination is color the skin. Now they get treated that way. Tired of the world and the sudden borders policies, man. Why they couldn't help these people? And what I don't like about Canada has a province, Quebec, that speaks French. And I visited Quebec very often. I have an uncle who lives there. And many times I go there, I see for rent, for sale, for rent, for whatever.
Did we forget the top of the hour?
No, I played it.
And they're looking for work. Right? Why they can't incorporate these French speaking people in that French society? Why can't they hire them? They already speak the language and give them a chance at life. No. You know why? Because of the color of their skin. You can't tell me there's no other reason.
Correct.
Can't tell me there's no other reason.
Correct.
Or this color, look, tired of the world and their nonsense. And people catching the tail down there. And they want people to work in the Canadian society, to pay the taxes, to pay money into the taxation system. But you won't give them a chance to come and work as cleaners and in the restaurants and train system. They already speak the language. Give them a chance. No.
Yep.
Please.
Yep. Albert is right. Albert said the French government made sure Haiti never had life easy.
Nope. Catch the tail. Catch it because a black man stood up against that French we name
Napoleon.
Against Napoleon, a little short devil. Yeah.
Okay, but Diana, we know all of that. But the problem is that we are mistreating each other. That is where the biggest problem is.
And as the Caribbean went along, I find it just go along and they just don't include Haiti in nothing. I find so.
Fistic, what you're saying is you're misinformed, and that statement is one of ignorance.
What Fistic saying? If Fistic, don't let me come and scale you and fry you.
Does Haiti have a blight in their land? Also, too much voodoo.
I look. They have voodoo down in Louisiana too. But anyway, I find as the Caribbean went along, I found let me tell you something. We're too fractured in the Caribbean. We're fractured. You see all the islands scattered here, there, and everywhere, and everybody hold on to their different identity, different color. Too fractured. And that is how the British left it. The British come and they do the thing, and they went long. Yeah? Put down the systems here, put down the systems there. And we have this thing, so Lady Ho-Choi Highway and Sir Solomon Ho-Choi Highway and all kind of, yeah? And we holding on to all these empirical.
And we still playing to the rules.
Still playing to the dotish rules. Right? What we did to lock out citizens, go on and dig up a old 1940 save law and lock Takesha out of she country and lock Erica John out of she country and lock Oma out of she country. And all they find that is nice. And people lost their relatives and people lost their jobs and nearly lose their homes. And that was good for everybody. And Zaid get caught in Guyana, nearly dead. And Rose get caught in Guyana, couldn't come home. And Jude says get caught in Grenada, and a whole heap of them. All because of a dotish 1940 save law and all that. And that is fine. And Trinidad and Tobago going forward.
Conveniently use that law to make their case.
Yeah, hold on to the dotish hemskirt of the woman, the woman that became queen because she cousin was darker, than her, so they didn't push she cousin forward. The queen is a black woman. All they go and read. All they must learn to read. The queen is a black woman here. She only get forward because her cousin dark like me, who was supposed to be the queen. So they put forward the light-skinned girl. All they need to read, Okay. So when I see all this nonsense, Why you think Megan pulled Harry and she little brown skin baby and go on one side? Yep. All he needs to read more often. Go ahead, when I get started.
Yeah, all that is said and done, but like again, the problem comes back to we not united and standing up with each other. We are
that is what the British did. The British and the Portuguese. Watch and see. Who owned all the Caribbean islands? 1 minute is the British, next minute is the Portuguese, next minute is the Spanish, next minute is the French. Yep, you're all confused. Everybody confused. Who ain't speak patois? And this body ain't preaching French. And next one in there. And eyes at this. Yeah, that's what they do. They did a very good job in confusing me. A very good job. A battle. Remember, read it. For example, the battle for Tobago. Change hands very often. Yep. Always a war going on somewhere. Always a war with them people. Fighting for something. Fighting for something, for some land that, why, I don't know. Why, I don't know. But they want to rule something. Look what's going on up in Ukraine now. It ain't nothing new. They're always fighting for something. Fighting for. Now the man got something named Satan number 2 that he threatened to let go in the world. Yeah, you hear the name of the missile, the nuclear thing? Satan number 2. Only paying attention? Satan, he said the thing name, Them always fighting. That is the way they operate. They don't know nothing named peace. And we just fall right into their thing. Before me and Motley trying to unite the Caribbean with Africa. All of us are black people. But no, in Trinidad and Tobago, before all unite, everybody, UNC, PNM, before all unite and try to bring the country forward, everybody want to fight each other. Only to stop. Only to stop that foolishness and think country and betterment of country, because only leaving all the children and grandchildren and great-grands behind and leave a better country.
But Diana, as you say that, right? Watch this. You see that on the screen there? What is that?
We had a Solar Country Club in Marabou.
Yo, could we go to some other place, some other country, and go and buy the, like for example, could you go to Iraq and the embassy go and buy a country club in Iraq as an example? Could you go to Russia and the US government go and buy a country club?
Because they're asleep. They're distracted by stupid nonsense. They're distracted by stupidity. But this one, and I'm a UNC and I'm a PNM and a PNM. You all, everybody that Trin Begonian, including myself as a Bajan too, everybody that Trin Begonian, you all should be looking for betterment of country and hold them people in parliament responsible. And if they don't do what all they want, take them to France out. And if they don't do what they want, march on the highway, march on every corner of the country, and make them do all they want.
The only marching we're doing is for Caliban. All right?
All the suffering. People can't pay their bills. People are hungry. They're still hungry. Children getting sick. Children fighting. They're stressed out. This is what they want for all the country. March on the damn place and let them deliver. Tired now, man. Fed up. All this propaganda preaching on all these programs and insulting Anselm for what? Let them come and insult me now. People threatening to kill themselves because life is not good. And I'm not going to call their names, but I know it for a fact. Y'all need to stop now. Let Dr. Christopher Rowley and his stupid administration know that you all are not happy. Things need to change. And Penelope Beckles, if you want to stand up against him, Go for it. Who the hell is he? He's God? Please, you might be surprised. You might be surprised that you have you might be surprised you have the chutzpah and have the backings of everybody else behind you. Who is he? He need to go home. He need to retire and go home. He and Kamala need to go home, retire and go home, and let young people run the country and take it forward. People tired and fed up now. Tired and fed up of all this old gizma thing going on. How the country gonna get better with all your what is this y'all doing? Stifling the people, oppressing the people, instilling fear in people. They're tired and they're fed up. You're lucky I'm not living on the ground, because I'd have run for some kind of office. And I'd have go against Keith Rowley and let me see what he would do. Frightened for he? I wouldn't be frightened for he at all. When he see me coming, he would run to Tobago, I tell you. Get up and stand up to him, man, and fix all your country. Get me vexed here now.
Okay, Diana.
Yeah, a good answer. I'm taking a pill.
Take a deep breath.
I'm taking a pill.
Breathe.
You wake up, Stormy now. Poor Stormy in the corner there. Stormy going in the little room, yes, boy. Stormy going in the penthouse.
I think Diana need to go and meet Twiggy and Ulrich down there and have a conference.
Yeah, boy.
Tired of this. Yeah. Shut up now, man.
So the question was in the article: has the Trinidad Country Club been sold to the United States Embassy? The Express reached out to the U.S. Embassy following report that it has been, and we were told a news release to be issued today on the matter. The country club in Maraval, which had been steeped in race issues in the past, has been known over the years for hosting upscale parties, weddings, tea parties, corporate functions, carnival band launches, and wine and cheese events. The owner, Joseph Fernandez, wine and exotic cheese businesses, was also located on the property. There have been talk for several years that Fernandez have been trying to sell the 12-acre of prime property. Sources told the Express that a representative from the National Trust of Trinidad and Tobago visited the site, accompanied by officials from the U.S. Embassy. In 2021, as the site is one of the Heritage Asset Inventory, which is the official list of Trinidad and Tobago historic sites, and it's worthy of notation and preservation. You hear that? Oh, you hear that?
Yep.
We serious in Trinidad? We serious?
Bougie is a bougie society.
Right. We could go any place and go and try to do them kind of thing in any other country. We could do that.
And you see the Chinese put up a big thing in the middle of a street there? Or like you mean in Frederick Street? Charlotte Street? Yeah. Big drag.
We could go in China and put up a big thing about Trinidad and Tobago. We can go to China and do that. We can go there and do that. Boy, we's a bunch of jokers, boy. We have jokers for government, boy. Jokers. Look the next one. Cyber Massey stores cyber attack. All I think it easy. I tell all you know. Hold up, let me do this again. I tell all about this, you know. Only listen to this, you know. This is really know. We have this. It just seemed that if
help, come and put a hand, come and wipe away the blight and see what the plight that befall the man of his land. What's going on here? I would like to know why the whole world is in a turmoil. So it look as if we fire God from the job and give you walk to the Beelzebub. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have to never like I understand. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a never like I understand. Like if Satan in control of running the land. Hey man.
You think it's easy?
Eugene wanted to know what I eat today: boiled egg and spinach.
Oh God, Eugene. Eugene wanna know what you eat, boy? Yeah, boy, Dana. Roasty on fire, boy. What?
Boiled egg and spinach.
Dana. So Indian, just like white people, India always fighting for bong. I don't understand that.
I'm tired and fed up, man. At Trinidad now, people, like, want to kill themselves. The man killing the wife and killing this one. The children coming down, see children fighting. And what plan? What innovation they're coming out with? Why Penny can't go up against he or whoever? Who is he?
Dana,
Lord of the Flies?
The system says.
I don't care about no system. The system, and you yourself is telling me about the system need fixing. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't care about that rotten, stinking, dirty, fly-eating system. Somebody need to stand up and swat the fly and clean out the lava and the dirty maggots inside there and clean out the system and start a new one. Huh? I don't care. I would stand up against him. And he want to mash me down. Let you go ahead then after. Then I'll go start my own thing somewhere else. That's how things just go. You gotta be frightened. Fear. False evidence appearing real. That's what FAIR stands for. That's an acronym. False evidence appearing real. Who's Dr. Christopher Rowley? Fearing him? Look, only give me a chance now. And you want to run now, you want to look, please. Only lucky I ain't on the ground, Only lucky I ain't down there.
You know impulse say you frightened to live?
Only lucky I ain't down there. First we get, you can't go and walk around the Red House. You can't go around Parliament. You can't walk on the pavement. You can't do this. You can't do that. Maybe you can't walk around the Red House. Eric Williams put that there. I go in and walk.
No,
I walking for exercise. Who will stop me from walking? Look, I go in and walk. They say you have to walk for exercise during the COVID. I have on my mask. I walk in by myself. Me ain't no crowd. How they gonna come? What they gonna come and do with me? All this stupid. Look, don't make me get. Don't get my vex.
Watch this.
Trinidad not a real place.
It's casual and but no, but I don't understand how. No, wait. I'm trying to understand how. No, wait. I'm confused. Well, you are confused here. How?
Oh, you see that?
Trinidad not a real place.
It's casual and but no, but I don't understand how. No, wait. I'm trying to understand how. No, wait. I'm confused. Well, you are confused here. How?
I mean, how? Think about that, man.
How did that ever happen?
How? I mean, that guy like he have a 4x4, man.
I don't know.
Rajvi, I will not pay attention to you and your incorrect statement. Is he destroying America? I don't know. You're making some real incorrect statement.
Dana,
I don't pay.
Rosie on fire. What, boy? Nadia agreeing with you, Dana. Oh God, all the women are agreeing with Dana, yes, right?
locking out people and all kind of nonsense. People starving and hungry, and people can't get the book list filled, and people lost their work, they can't come home and bury their loved one, they lost their home, Are telling me some what? Huh? And that's all they want? It's still going on. Look. All they're fighting for who? Who's he? Who's he? He's a mortal man. And you can't stand up against him in the park. Look. All the lucky I ain't in politics now. Because I would be the first one to stand up against he boy. Yeah. This bitch and girl was standing up. Yep.
But listen to this, right? Fishstick says that UNC and proud. We don't criticize anybody if it's at UNC. We don't tell you don't be at UNC or don't be. All of us just have different opinions about the party, and we never come here and tell nobody that, if he's at UNC or if he's at PL. I give my opinion. Dan have an opinion. Gary has his opinion, and Tommy. We all have different opinions, and that is what makes discussion lively, and you can learn from different discussions. If you want to just have one set of people, you're talking the same thing over and over and over. All right, Kamla this, Kamla that, Kamla the other, Kamla the other. We don't come in here and talk about. We hit everybody.
You know, but they could probably change the way things are done. Give one leader maximum 2 terms. If a leader goes up for election and loses an election, automatically they resign and give somebody else the reign. You know, as opposed to the same person from 40 years ago and all kinds of craziness,
Well,
I believe that person is at 2 terms and that is it. 2 terms and done.
Something need to fix, because what's going on now ain't working for the people. You have people living in the beatums, inhaling sewage and sewage coming out of the pipe, and it ain't working. It ain't working for the people. Men die down underneath there in Paria. It ain't working. The crime out of control. Women they find more bodies again somewhere. It ain't working. The criminals just do not respect law and order. It ain't working. Something need to change. And if all they want to continue that way, well, hey, all of them on there then. Put back all there and let them bleed, and you have no safety net in place in case something happen. If it happen again, it ain't working. It ain't working.
So Kapisa says,
I think I'm gonna support Dr. Rowley to suffer them a little more.
Yeah, it ain't working.
Kapisa says, Anselm, all you want USA to go to Guyana and close down the embassy.
It ain't working.
So my partner Tropic says it's private property. Tropics, in there, it said that it's a historical site. Right? And to me, no historical site in Trinidad and Tobago should be owned by anyone else other than a Trinbagonian. No historical site. I mean, rather it be a historical society in Trinidad owns it. But I'm going to give you guys an example. Growing up in Trinidad, Gary, you know the Salvatore building?
I know.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. A big blue building. A big blue building.
Right. That was the tallest building in Trinidad at one time, right?
Once upon a time. And Capelani's used to be maybe 2 stores down or something.
Right? I used to work at Capelani.
Right? What happened to that building? Is it still existing?
No.
It got a store named Kirpson's.
Right. And there's Capelani's too.
Well, I know that probably come on.
The Salvatore building, what did they do with it?
They mash it down.
Really? Yeah.
They mash it down.
Yep.
Them don't care about nothing historical. I think it's just a parking lot now. They mash it down. We're supposed to go and build condominiums there now. They mash it down. We don't care about history, boy. What?
They lick it down.
They lick it down, yeah. Tranquility Government Secondary School. They are a historical part. They lick it down. History. History is of no significance to, well, let me not say that. History is not very important to us in Trinidad and Tobago. Historical Belmont Government Secondary School, they changed the name.
I would have named it now.
St. Francis or something, St. Francis School. It's like, and you know what it is? And the people just sit and allow them to do that. I said, well, how are they going to change the name of that school, boy? That's historic. Belmont Government Secondary, they changed the school by St. Francis or some whatever the name is. Just
so what they put in place of Salvatore building? What's there now?
A parking lot right now.
You serious? What?
A car park. You gonna park your car in there, boy?
Well, so there's more parking than for the spin then.
Yeah. No, but it's not even a parking where you could go high up, you know. This is a level.
Yeah.
We good, you know. Just a ground level parking. We good, you know. And when you try to tell them these things, they want to come from America and try to tell we have to run with things.
They want to advise on we, boy.
Let them go and try to break down anything historic here in these communities now. Boy, them people on the street marching 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year.
Yep.
Not like the pushback movement, marching once every month.
When the people of Trinidad and Tobago feel that it's necessary for us outside the country to participate with them, you know, they can let us know.
All you know what it is? We have a bunch of jokers who we call them leaders. Jokers, the pushback movement, a bunch of jokers. And all you do not call people clowns, eh? I do not call anybody a clown. A clown is the most intelligent person in the circus.
Yep.
Don't call them clowns. They're jokers. They're like a pack of cards. You put them. How much jokers have in a card? 4 jokers, right? In a pack?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Bunch of jokers. Robert Amar and all of them. Look how long Robert Amar trying to get.
Yes, 4 jokers or 2 jokers and 4 jack.
2 jokers?
I thought so.
No, they have a next pack of cards that are 4 in it.
Boy, we just only grant charge and Trinidad, but we don't do nothing serious.
My partner Robert Amar, right? Robert, go and run for a seat now, man. You know, Robert part of the pushback movement, right? And at this point, you would think the pushback could get 10,000 people to come out, right? At least, right, 10,000. That's not even 1% of the population of Trinidad and Tobago, right? You think they could at least get 10,000, boy? Them can't even break 10,000 people out. 10,000? They can't even bring that out.
They're not taking nothing serious, bro.
No, they're not.
Call our Fed. You want 10,000 people? Call our Fed.
Yeah. Gary, they are taking people serious. But as soon as you start, and you start with going on a party line, cancel Christmas, it's over. Because you know the paying people is coming out of that. Right? Them fellas and them may not be pushing a certain party line, but them people feel them fellas associate with that. And them only want to make my party look bad. I tell them, go and march in all 41 constituencies across the country. If all is serious, or only picking and choosing where they want to go.
But you asking people to go against their party, march against their party?
Go in the constituency, go and meet them where they are. Go and meet them. You tell people, hey, come in Book 500. Come in Port of Spain. We go up in San Fernando. Go in all the 41 constituencies. And march for issues, march for economic development in the country. March for economic empowerment. Don't just march because you ain't like the government. Plenty of people don't like the government, you know. Plenty of people don't like the government. Plenty. Well, you think I like this government? Eh? Under the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago, his was not mine, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. What do you think? I tell all you already, this government under Dr. Keith Christopher Roy, will go down in history as the worst government in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. I could say that. And I've been asking people for one innovative idea in the last 7 years that has happened in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm asking for just one. One. Give me one. A man tell me how you could go and get land and go and plant. You see how innovative that is, boy? We have to scrape the bottom of the barrel to come up with something innovative. Oh God!
But maybe for him that's innovative. Maybe he's in the agricultural, you know. I swear.
Let me repeat that. We have to scrape the bottom of the barrel. We have to go into the sub-basement to get something that he considered innovative. I thought innovative was a new idea.
When Wasa innovatively stop you from taking water from the river to water your crops now, what are you going to do? When Wasa innovatively stop you from taking water from the river to water your crops?
I'm going to run a pipe to the river.
And when you come to think of Wasa, you water 2 days a week. What kind of madness is that, though? 2 days a week in your house, and let's say you have 6 people living in the house. How?
Well, only bad talking the party because they only don't like the man because he's black, right?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Answer? You're bad talking the party because they don't like the man because he's black.
No, I don't.
One of the things was told to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
2
days.
I don't bad talking because he's black.
2 days a week water in the house. Kind of.
You want the show? I'll call you back. Yeah,
in the middle of.
Yeah. It is.
We need leadership that is connected to the people, not disconnected to the people. You can't be operating like you're better than the people. You had to become one with the people. You had to communicate with the people. You had to find yourself on the ground with the people. All right.
Hey, Dana, look your fake partner just coming. Richard
Oh
Ram.
God.
It's not Rene Mohammed or the other Mohammed. Richard Ramrup is your fake partner. You just gotta mix up. You have so much of them. You have so much onlookers in the chat. Is not. It's just remember now. RR Richard Ramrup, right? Your fake partner. You just get mixed up. You don't mix up with Rajvi too.
Yeah, but he so long he been trying to get Sikia fig here. I give up on he.
Not Sikia fig mocha. He say he can't get Sikia too small.
I give up on he. I give up any kind of fig. It's too long. It's 2022 and he can't come up with one banana. I tired of he. I fed up with him.
Rajvi want to know why you don't care about how Biden destroying America.
That's why I asked him, how is Biden destroying America? You know,
Raj.
Oh God. Raj, you make his statement. I want him to, give proof. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, Nick, because I'm expecting my tax check that I paid on my car and half of my property tax to be returned to me shortly. So I don't pay no gasoline tax in the state I living in. So I don't know how. Anyway, and they're looking to get. Oh Lord!
Always telling you drink some water. Always telling Miss Diana drink some water now, man. Always just come back from my backyard.
Oh, I supposed to mind my business or that way you're trying to tell me. Well, I have Fitzgerald Hines' personal number. I'll go in and call him and I'll go in and send him that video and show him the 10 trees you have in your backyard.
Yeah, boy, look, Rose, Rose picking up she Bible for all year. I don't want anyone, I don't care who it is, don't want them disrespecting anyone, not Gary, not Ansem, not Tommy, not Diana, because I might have to put on my Bible and deal with them, boy. Rose! Rose, please let Rose hold the Bible in your hand, please. Please. Look, your next friend now coming now. This is your leather belt friend.
Oh,
That's a letter. No, I clarify them for you because you're getting mixed up with them, man. And oh God, Diana, Richard Ramuth said, Diana, you are something. Oh God, nice comment for you by Diana.
Man, people get it, you know.
What, Diana? You're going back far. Going back real far, you know, right?
Come back real far.
I don't know. I already say. You're going back far. I don't know. You're going back to maybe 1955. I don't know. Albert Montano saying PNM General Council election. No one raises any controversy there. Shut up. I know that. Hear that, Diana?
Mm-hmm. Because everybody is afraid of KCR. I know why they're frightened for he.
Why do you think people are afraid of him?
Yeah, because you can't run against him, you can't do this, and you can't do that. Now, please, I was getting up and I was challenging he.
But
good.
People know that they could stay in your corner.
I was getting up and I was challenging he. All right.
Or let's say what they did with Salvatore is what the 1% was telling them to do a long time. You see, destroy that boy.
So what was wrong with Salvatore building?
Was that historical? No, they say it was cracking.
It was cracking?
Yeah, I them. They have a Christopher Columbus statue in Port of Spain. It's still sitting on there. If it was here in this country, they'd have done mash it up already.
Barbados moved theirs though. Barbados moved Nelson's statue.
But they have a place down in the west, some little park where some one of them English fellas come and they have his name still on the park. And I see park, you know, something and they still have his name on the park. But we like it so, man. We like it so. We like it so.
Me and Motley take down Nelson's statue and move him.
Yeah, move it out.
Move it from
Frederick
there.
Who's Frederick? Who named Frederick in Trinidad? Who named Charlotte Street? Who named Henry Street? Who named George Street? So Solomon Hochul Highway. We still have Solomon Hochul Highway. So Solomon Hochul Highway.
Park and all them, yeah.
Beaton Highway. So Beaton boy. That man. And we still have that man name on something in Trinidad. No, man, only joking. Only joking, man. Only for real. Only for real. Diana, look your partner. Eugene Julian, he come again. Before criticizing, find out why the building was demolished. You know, we just said they said the building had some crack in it. They ain't supposed to destroy that building at all. They're supposed to rehab it and renovate it. You could get people in this country, historians could come and fix that building in 2 twos. They do that here all the time in this country.
Who is Salvatore?
I don't know. Let me see who's Salvatore. Let me see. We'll look that up. That's a good question, Diana. Who was Salvatore building name after?
That you need to find out.
Yeah, let me find out that. Yeah. Eugene, that's what you should be finding out. You want to find out why the building was demolished. We should find out first who the building was named after, right? And get rid of the name. Who was Salvatore building name after? Who was Salvatori? Salvatore building named after. Let me see if it will come up. Look at here. Look at here.
Who was named after?
It was owned by Salvatore Scott and Company, a company founded by Joseph Henry Salvatore. At the time of the construction, it was the tallest building in the city. The original building was a general store with 3 stories and 15 distinct departments, the website said. Look at here. Story of Joseph Salvatore. Let me read it. This is in the Newsday in what? No, God, November. Who was Joseph Salvatore?
France.
He was an influential businessman who left TNT with two landmarks, the Salvatore building and the Milfoils. What?
He was born in France.
Yeah, the Milfoils was after him too, boy. Salvatore was born in France in 1880 and came to TT in 1910. The National Website Archive said he died in 1959. The story of Salvatore and his importance to TT is being told in the book Salvatore, Un Corso a Trinidad. The book launched with a Frenchman. Look. All you see? All you see? I'm talking. Eugene. Oh, you still want the building name after him, Eugene? Yeah? Criticizing before why the building was demolished. Hey, Eugene, we need to preserve it and get rid of the name Salvatore. But we mash it down. A French. Diana, thank you so much. A French. I never know that. Salvatore. When I just say the name Salvatore, the last name of a vowel in it. Right? Last name of a vowel.
Yep.
Look at that. It's real history again tonight. Salvatore, and it's French. We own it. We own this. And this. Watch. Look. Well, we have, I think we have Penny Commission Way, right? We have Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. Right? And poor thing, when Claude Noel get in trouble, you know they wanted to take back the name from him?
Good Lord.
Boy, we don't like we own, you know. We don't like we own. We don't like we own. We don't. All to change the names, man. Time to change all them names. Then we get local name. Who's Piaco? Who's Piaco? Let me see who's Piaco there.
I think it's the region. I tried to look that up one time. I think it's the region. I don't know.
Region?
Yeah, like I couldn't find a trail of a person.
Oh, you couldn't find it? What's Piaco airport name after? Piar, Piaco.
See, look, Frederick Street, named after the Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales. We still have it, Frederick Street.
Chacon Street, named after the Governor Chacon. See? St. Anne's River. Well, you need to know you want.
Who was that one?
What do you think, yeah? Running to the East Dry River, creating Chacon Street. You see? They come, the colonial people come and they leave their print.
And we keeping it.
And we like it so.
And
like it so.
Like a bit. Massa they done. Massa they done.
And we have plenty people come behind and do a lot of things, and we still going along with these imperial oppressors' names. They still have these names, huh? I remember I get into trouble one time. I didn't have the history book. The people who came, Reverend Samaru asked me, he said, but Miss Benskin, you know, you have to get the book, the people who came. I said, Rev, you know, the people who came, they go on back. I get in trouble for that. Because
Diana, hold on a second. Reverend Samaru, describe him, what he looks like.
He taught at SAGS. He wore glasses.
A short red-skinned man?
Yeah, his wife was the music teacher at SAGS.
A short red-skinned looking guy, right?
He's still alive.
You know, he was principal. Anyway, all right. I will talk to you about that later. VP, yeah. He became VP in some other school. I will talk to that.
Yeah, he was the history teacher. His wife was music teacher. His wife was the sister to Anna Mahace.
Very nice guy, right? He was a very nice, friendly guy.
Very nice guy. But yeah, I would challenge him. His daughter was in the chat here one night.
Yeah? I like to get a hold of him. I like to get a hold of him.
Yeah, okay.
Lana says Piaco was named by the Caribs and the Arawaks.
Yeah, see the region. Something, to do with the region.
Rajvi say we need Rajvi Highway, Rajvi Street, Rajvi
and look,
International
and watch the city. Hear the capital of Trinidad and Tobago. What name?
Port
What name? Yep. Yep.
Wait now. Albert Montano says the building was burned down and the government bought the property and rebuilt it and named it Salvatore Building. Albert, you serious, boy? What,
Port
Albert,
of
boy?
Spain.
Boy,
Port of Spain.
I thought Massa did done, boy.
No, it ain't done.
We're talking, it take them 30 years to repair the warehouse.
Charlotte Street.
Crack it, no good.
You hear the names? Hear the names? I hear they're gonna move the American embassy.
But we just talking about that. They're supposed to go and put it on that place there.
On which place?
What we just talk about there.
They're
going to rebuild it and put it on the country club. You ain't put two and two together.
No. Well, I probably was off the call for a bit. But I went to get a cup of tea.
Look right here. Look right here.
They're going to put it in the country club.
To the U.S. Embassy.
I guess that's the new, and they have a new ambassador they get the other day.
Yeah, we have a new ambassador.
So probably that's all her doing.
That was in the making already.
So let me ask you something. What is the difference in moving?
Hold on a minute. Hey, Fish Stick, before you go, could you put closing comments in the chat? Fish Stick, before you go. Put closing comments in the chat. Go ahead.
What's the difference between moving it where it is and putting it on that country club site?
They're going to make a bigger building, a more efficient, bigger building.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they need more space there. Now, come on, man.
Okay.
They need more space. And they get more space. They do what
how far is it from where it is now?
I don't know. I really don't know. Somebody in Trinidad.
Well, yeah, and also, are they going to put one in Tobago, and Tobagonians don't have to come to Trinidad?
You trying to be transformational now?
No, they just have some days that has been Tobago, you know. I don't know, but I don't.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah.
They have to go to Trinidad all the time.
Eugene Julian said California has water restrictions. I think he must be talking about the water restrictions we have in Trinidad. So listen to this. Richard Ramroop, Fish Stick, Ulrich, Tropics, and Eugene. Put closing comments in the chat. Richard Ramroop, Fish Stick, Ulrich, and Tropics.
Ulrich, closing comment. Ulrich.
Who's that? Ulrich?
Ulrich, don't cuss here.
Ulrich, what do we do? Cuss.
No, Ulrich had to come in the program, and we had to have him here. We had to discuss what
so you listen to Ulrich? You listen to Ulrich live?
I'm gonna check it out, but I want him.
First time I hear Ulrich cuss, boy.
Oh yeah, boy, Ulrich dropped the F-bomb.
What? Ulrich was only like a minute into his live and he cuss. I said, oh boy, Jesus help Ulrich.
Anyway, I got something to deal with you guys, so we're gonna say good night. Thanks.
All right, cool. Yeah. I said, Ulrich drop a F-bomb, boy.
I said, right, what? So
innovation is suppressed by the government. Do you all remember city transport, the blue bus? Of course, I remember them blue buses. Albert. So Eugene, tell me why the building was demolished now, Eugene. Since we don't know. Tell me now, Eugene. You know, we want to learn. You know, all that we want to learn. Hey, Richard, before you go, put closing comments in the chat. That's why I'm trying to get a little early. And hey, Kapinza, if you're still there, put closing comments in the chat. Yeah, put closing comments in the chat. Let me see how you're there. This is what Eugene says. Eugene says, my understanding is that the building was in state of disrepair and deemed unsafe. Eugene, boy, don't get me vexed tonight, eh? You believe that? You hear what Eugene say? Eugene are the best you can do? And Eugene, and they're using them kind of them political mischievous words. Disrepair. What is disrepair? Them people who could renovate anything, they could bring anything back. It's historical, deemed unsafe. Anything they could bring back, they want. If that people in this country just bring back, they are them brownstone on them. Them brownstone on them in Bedford Stuyvesant. No? People used to say all kind of things, this and that. They bring them back. Let's bring back them building, boy. We need to be, our next thing, we in Trinidad, we don't have no faith in our heroes, boy. We just bad talk our heroes. People see A.Z. Crawford walking down the road and say, look, that used to be A.Z. Crawford. The man still A.Z. Crawford, but that used to be A.Z. Crawford. I see David Rudder walking down the road one day. I say, hey, David, boy, I take a selfie with the man, all kind of thing, boy. And I see people just passing him straight like they ain't know him, boy. I said, look at that now, boy. And as soon as they're dead, we celebrate them. We play the song 24 hours a day, all week, or we play the song for years, And as soon as they're gone, boy, we celebrate them, boy. Best thing since sliced bread. Look at Blacks. Black song playing every day now. Every single day. They play any song.
And they drag the man body up and down the street.
When the man was alive and he was begging for help, he get nada, he gets salt. What you think, boy? Well, I like it so. We like it so, boy. Albert Montano said, tonight I had a great laugh in this talk show. Albert, when you come to the program, we wanted to exercise your 72 facial muscles. All right, so Eugene says he inquired and he got that information from reliable sources. So what does that mean, Eugene? Because they say it was in disrepair. I bet you some government official tell you that. I bet you that. Somebody partner who was some other partner who was a government official tell you, hey, Eugene, go and tell the people it was in disrepair. Right? And the building was, something else was wrong with the building. Capiza says, Ansem, speak for your Trinidad peoples. Okay. All right. Hey, Tommy. Tommy go.
Tommy go.
Okay.
Thomas.
Yeah. Tommy went to the fridge. All right, let me quickly see what else we have here in the Hey Eugene, put closing comments in the chat before you go. Capiza, put closing comments in the chat. Let me see what else I have here. What a slide I have here, boy. UTT get pay, Massa. What is this? Letter to what? Oh, that is a letter that is from the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. He sent some letter to answer Roger about the pension plan that they have. Right? Let me see if I could read that quick. See if I get that. Look at this here. Okay, so this letter, let me read this letter here real quick. This letter was sent to Ansel Roger. This letter was sent to Ansel Roger on April the 20th, Petrotrin Employee Pension Plan. And this came from the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. I refer to your letter dated 25th March 2022 and know the issues raised on the Petrotrin Employee Pension Plan. In particular, I know the statement therein that cites an estimated deficit in the PEPP of 4.6 billion as at September 30, 2019, and wish to advise that I'm informed that the actuarial valuation of the PEPP at that time departed from normal practice and did not follow the traditional approach for such valuation, which are usually based on discounted value of future benefit payments and asset values at the valuation date. Further, I wish to advise that notwithstanding the required payment of benefits to retirees since 2018, The investment report for the PEPP indicates that the market value of the assets in the PEPP as of December 31st, 2021 amounted to 8.19 billion, an increase of 4.3% over the 2019 value. Further, a recent independent actuarial evaluation of the PEP commissioned by the Ministry of Finance does not support the view that the PEPP is in deficit to the tune of 4.6 billion. Kindly note that in view of the increase of the asset value of the PEPP, the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is in the process of procuring technical expertise to advise on the current financial position of the PEPP, and will advise you accordingly as soon as practicable. Sincerely yours, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. So the man sent a letter to Roger telling Roger that there are plenty of money in the PEPP, boy, for the petrolician workers. Right? So get them the money then. If all they have all that money, get them the money. We're going to go for fixation identification and we'll be right back. Stay considered on one away. We'll be right back. It's in the village of the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back after this message.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village of the DAG Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. I don't know if all you saw this, This was a survey talked about the Prime Minister's steady decline.
He needed a survey for that.
Well, I mean, they just had it there, I don't know, man.
That should hint to him, go home. Retire and go home. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Albert says. They go Albert says. And Sam, our home in St. Joseph is over 100 years. And my younger sister restored it for $400,000. And it's like new with the original architecture. Eugene, take that. Take that, Eugene. Take that, Eugene. Over 100 years old. Right? And it's like new with original architecture. We gotta get serious in this place, bro. We have to get serious. We have to get serious. Oh, I think Tommy going is. I think Tommy going, bro. So I'm going to close tonight with a comment by Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King says, your life ends the day you remain silent about things that matter. Let me repeat that. Martin Luther King says, your life ends the day you remain silent about things that matter. Are the people of Trinidad and Tobago going to continue to remain silent? All right? That's the talk. Are we going to remain silent? Right? Hold on, madman. Are we going to continue to remain silent? Dana Benskin, hold up. I'm pulling up a song here.
I'm just going to do a short thing. You going to do a song first?
Oh. No. I'm going to get you. Hold up. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm going to say something by Coretta Scott King. In particular to Penelope Beckles. If you want to go and run against Dr. Christopher Rowley, get up and do it. because Coretta Scott King says it doesn't matter how strong your opinions are, if you don't use your power for positive change, you are indeed part of the problem. That's all I'm going to say tonight. Have a good night, people. I wasn't on camera because I'm not feeling so well. My back hurts. Good night, beloved people. I'll chip in and out on Saturday. I'm attending a concert, so you'll see me in and out on Saturday too. All right, stay safe, everybody. Good night.
Okay, so Rennie comment says we all want people under the sun. Peace and love to everyone. Lana says, bless good night all. Stay safe. We meet again Saturday. Remember, social distance and sanitize. Ulrich says, Trinidad, please think about the next generations and do the right thing. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Chant of a madman.
Yeah, I got it. Capiza says it's cheaper to break it down and build a new one. Yeah, get rid of all our history. That's what we need to do. Just get rid of everything. Mash up with history. Yeah, come, David, brother. Tell them what is going on here in this country.